The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Yes, speaking his mind.
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
While being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat McAfee Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, beautiful people. It is Feel Good Friday the 13th. And this sports show begins right now.
Yeah. Can't thank you enough for joining us on this glorious Friday the 13th. Hope your life is fantastic. Hope this week has been, majestic. Hope you're going into the weekend with a great attitude, because this weekend is going to be the greatest weekend of all time. Now, granted, there's no NFL football, but we do know what NFL football is coming just 18 Sundays from this Sunday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shout out to Rachel Bonetta's new song,
Banger.
18 Sundays.
Banger.
Absolute banger. Did the math for us. There's no at Boston Connor here at the Toxic Table, but there is a at Bubba Gumpino, at Ty Schmidt, at Tone Diggs is here as well. All the boys in the back. Connor is at a bachelor party.
That's right.
Legend.
Have a good one out there.
Hey, you do it.
Hit him straight.
Do us proud. Do us proud.
Let's have a great Feel Good Friday.
Hell yeah.
Let's have Kirk Herbstreit on.
Oh.
Yep, Kirk Herbstreit will join us 12:35 Eastern Standard Time, about 31 minutes from now, chit-chatting about the Thursday Night Football schedule, in which he'll be calling for Prime.
Ooh.
Hey, they got their new logo, new detail. Amazon is out there doing it. This is their first season being the exclusive home to Thursday Night Football. They've had it for a few years in the past as a simulcast. Now it's the exclusive home. They got some good games.
Oh, yeah. Not bad.
Now, the issue with Thursday Night Football games, projecting them out now, is in December and November when injuries happen, and there is a lot of injuries that happen in the NFL to every single team. It's just a part of some teams might not matter that we think are going to matter, and some teams that we think are going to be duds might be absolute wagons by the time their game on Thursday night comes, can't flex out of it. So these games are set in stone, which is the only issue that Thursday Night Football has kind of had in the past. But it feels like the NFL said, hey, Amazon, we know you are investing big in the NFL. We know the investment could get bigger in the future because you got a guy flying in space. You got a guy, you got a lot of money over there. So we're going to try to at least pep this up, spice this up a little bit. Thursday Night Football schedule looks great. Can't wait to chat with Kirk Herbstreit about it. Ian Rappaport will join us in the third hour. What's he doing?
Good question.
Schedule released last night. Didn't see him in any of the videos.
No.
Didn't hear him breaking any of the news.
No.
There was no leaks of the schedule from old Ian Rappaport. Haven't heard any trade or any contract or free agency news out of him. You know why?
Why's that?
He's on a golf trip.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Takes more vacays than AJ Hawk.
He does, doesn't he? It's crazy. We'll talk to him in the 2 o'clock hour. By the way, he's probably smart. All these old guys in the sports world, we talked about this last year, I believe, at this exact time.
Yep.
I think we actually all said, hey, Siri, remind us next year this time that there's a reason all the veterans of the sports media world just take off weeks at a time.
Right.
Just disappear. Mm-hmm. Concard was in Italy.
Yeah.
Italy?
Yeah.
Middle of the... there's nothing. He missed nothing.
No, he didn't.
Other than the schedule release that was on his own, he missed absolutely. Greeny has been doing the NBA, hasn't been on Get Up for anything. He's missed nothing.
Nothing.
Ian Rappaport's been at the Harry Potter Museum, the Pez dispenser shop, creep shop. Mm-hmm. Now he's on a golf trip. He has missed nothing. Other than schedule release that you could have got in your phone. It was better probably than the TV editions because some of these social media teams are crazy. We got to remember this for next year.
Yeah, we do.
So from after the draft until the week after
Training
July
camp.
4th?
Oh.
It's training camp.
Training camp's
end of
okay.
July.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, you're talking. There is time. Now, the interesting thing is there are little, at least little blips in the news world that happen during these dry, dead weeks of non-NFL time while the NBA and the NHL are absolute kings right now and the MLB is happening that, compound to the story later. But as we're going through this period of time, I think we just need to enjoy life and understand that maybe some things aren't going to be happening at the rate that we would like them to happen for this particular show because this has been the most electrifying offseason in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
To add to that, the schedule release that every NFL content team does has become a competition They will not say it publicly that it has become a competition, but it has clearly become a competition. Everybody has the same amount of time with the schedule. Everybody has the same announced date. Everybody has the same opportunity to create incredible content. And after watching most of the schedule releases from last night, I think we would all like to crown the Los Angeles Chargers social media content team as the best content team in the NFL.
Hell yeah. Pound for pound.
Pound for pound.
Yeah.
Clip for clip.
Yeah.
They do it. They get it. They understand it. Just a few years ago, if a team did what the Chargers did last night, they'd say, look at the bulletin board material.
Yeah.
Look at their doing. Now it's just good chomping of interneting. I mean, honestly, what they did was unbelievable. We'll break that down at some point today, probably in the second hour when AJ Hawk joins us, because his toxicity would be great. But the schedule release was, I mean, it was nothing other than judging the media teams of each team. Chargers won. I think the Panthers.
Great one.
That was a
Very
trip
good.
down
Yeah.
nostalgia lane for if you're like, I think if you're 29, 28 to probably forever.
Yeah.
Like 50.
40 or 50.
50. It was just a trip down nostalgia lane of what life was actually like from a point of view of a kid back in the day. I mean, it was awesome. That was not as good as the Chargers.
No.
Chargers buried everybody.
It was
They
by
did.
far away. Everyone knew it was the top
Yeah,
dog.
Chargers absolutely did it. The Panthers was awesome.
Yep.
I saw Dallas Cowboys had Stephen A in there. Good promo, good video. Him and Jerry Jones. I
Yeah,
thought it
not
was
bad.
good. Lions had the
Detroit
Urban survival.
Urban survival guy.
Survival.
Guy
Pretty
who,
good.
If you do listen to him, you will get shot in the face.
Yes.
Nah, because you block the arm and then you hit the arm.
And then
Take
you
him to
take
the
that.
ground.
Take him to the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
And then you do that takedown where it's a no look backwards to the neck to die.
Nighty night.
And if a Viking's trying to block you, you grab arm and you grab shoulder and down to the ground you go. He's got it all figured out. This
He
guy
does.
is the Detroit Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
exactly.
Very much so.
This guy, by the way, don't want to fuck with you.
No. Absolutely not.
There were some losers of the schedule release, for instance, Steelers.
What do you mean?
Steelers just posted a picture.
Yep. Nailed it in.
Here it is.
Yeah, keep it simple. That's how we were here about ball.
Okay, yeah, we're Bob Ball.
Oh, who we playing? Oh, there it is right there. Thank you.
How about competing, though?
Yeah.
You know, how about just competing?
Yeah, we compete on the field, okay?
Yeah, well, hopefully you're competing in all aspects of your life. Steelers just mailed it in. They don't give us enough time to create anything. Ain't nobody going to do nothing.
They
The
did it.
Chargers had a full anime fucking movie, basically.
Which I wonder how long it took them to do that, because it really did look like the amount of work they put in. Like they would have had to gotten this. I mean, I guess they could have edited in time for the games, but it seems like they put a lot of work and time into that.
Shout out to the anime producer, Andrew Cordova.
Okay.
Andrew Cordova, I believe he watches the show. He used to work at NFL Films. Now he's feature producer, editor for the LA Chargers. And then he says fraud anime producer. I don't think you're a fraud, pal.
No, yeah, that was pretty good.
Made me much more, attractive, I think, than most people would put me as an anime. The arms, a little bit more definition. I don't think I know enough about anime, though. This is Bill's world,
This
right?
is Bill, yeah.
A lot of people tweeted me that Bill was bopping baloney to the anime that
Yeah.
came out
If
from the
you brought
Chargers.
any blacklight to Bill's anime room, Jesus Christ.
Well, I didn't know that was even a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. I put this tweet out. I put the tweet out about this video, and I didn't know what it was. People were sending me pictures of this before I saw the video. So I obviously know that anime exists. I don't want to say that doesn't happen, but I've never got into it. I think I was a generation before anime really became a thing here in America or whatever. I watched it. What an electrifying thing. I mean, just high energy,
Yeah.
magical art,
Robots.
just shit popping off.
If you're prone to seizures, you should not watch it.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. But then everybody, like not everybody, but I got 15 responses there. It was like, Bill's beating his baloney to this video.
Yeah.
Is that because Bill loves anime, because he likes anime, or because he's actually bopping to anime, which is what a lot of people were kind of alluding to in their tweets?
I believe it's twofold.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he loves anime, but there's a good chance he was also greasing his pole to that video.
More specifically, hentai. Yeah.
Bill, is this something you've said publicly? Why did everybody just act like this was a certainty while they were tweeting me and sending me messages like, yeah, Bill's going to ruin himself to this video? What is this something you talk about openly?
On the pod, it's been mentioned a couple times. I do watch some anime, programs. So I have been known to be associated.
Suck films?
No.
yeah.
You
More
know, like
specifically
nice,
Naruto.
respectable.
Actually, I do really like the hentai a bit there.
Is that what he said?
Nice
Oh, yeah.
respectful
Said it
program.
Word for word.
What
That's
does
what he
what does he
said.
sound?
One more time. One more time.
Actually, I do really like the hentai a little bit there.
You ever see Marge Simpson
Hentai.
getting
Get
it
it
on
right.
with
You're gonna
Lois
say it.
Griffin?
Then you say he's word for word, and you don't even pronounce the fucking word right. I mean, that is tough to, legitimize that. But Bill, I just want to let you know you didn't deserve it.
Thank you. Thank
I
you. I
appreciate.
appreciate that.
I like the fact though that we have a hentai and an anime expert in the room.
yeah.
Half of that statement's correct.
It was a good video, though, right, Bill?
It was a great video. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill
his
gives
eyes light up?
So Bill
Yeah.
gives us.
I mean, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
That'd maybe Bill.
Poppin' Bill.
Bill doesn't deserve that.
No, not at all.
No.
Good
But
guy.
the people on the internet did that, and I have to understand it. But the anime, that artist had to draw every little piece.
Yeah.
Can we just run it real quick? Let's just run a piece of it for people that haven't seen it yet. Just run a little bit of it, and we won't go through the whole thing because AJ Hawk should be here because I assume AJ hasn't seen it yet. So each individual scene, though, is filled with 50 amazing things.
Yeah.
Just little nuggets that are just burying people. Mina Kimes takes a ricochet shot. Go ahead and run it, Foxy, just real quick. We had to change the music because we didn't have the rights to the music. So what could they? They knew the stadium, obviously. Look how fucking nice this is.
Yeah.
So good.
How long did this take?
You think they did all 32 or like 31 other teams?
Well, they knew who their opponents were.
Yeah.
All right, we can stop. Let's not get too into it.
Well, week 4.
They knew who their opponents were.
That one really got me.
Which one?
Week 2. I was like, okay, we're in for a ride here. This is awesome.
Have you seen this yet?
Yeah. But
It
I'm
is-
just saying, at that point, it was like, okay, they're really going for this.
They went all in.
Yeah,
They
it's
had to take
incredible.
this guy months to draw,
I
right?
It was-
assume so. I don't know anything about animation, but the way I
heard.
think it's done, I think it would take him forever.
I like the fact that they're like, hey, listen, let's go all in and let's murder this. Okay, there's expectations around here. Everybody knows the Chargers are the best uniformed and the best content team out there. I would like to hear the speech in front of the room about the fucking schedule release. It's our only opportunity to literally compete against every other team. Steelers are just going to take a fucking picture. Steelers are going to take a picture, send it. You know what the Bengals are going to do? Exactly what the Bengals you would expect them to do.
Right.
Bunch of clip arts. Just kind of move that thing together like paper, but whatever the fuck it is.
Yep.
You know that? Colts.
Jeez.
Pretty good. Hey, Matty
They
Ice
had
Sculptor.
two. They actually had two.
I respect it. The ice sculptor, the ice art. Had a family friend that was an ice sculptor growing up, so I understand the passion and everything. And he is Matty Ice. It was pretty good. It was a good introduction to Matty Ice in there. He was dressed like the guy from that one movie, Christmas movie.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's old buddy's name in that movie?
Clark Griswold.
Yeah, the guy the shitter's full.
Yeah, Uncle
Eddie.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie.
He was kind of dressed like Uncle Eddie. And
Yeah, with the
everything.
flaps.
Yeah, the flaps and the robe and everything. I enjoyed that. I mean, they went that way.
Sure.
Somebody went with a full anime. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
that is a difficult comparison, but they went all in. I appreciate it. Let's dive into the schedule release. Week 1. Hey, got some good time matchups here. Now, I don't know if we have Dirty's graphic in there yet, but the first week of the NFL football season, the first game,
Awesome.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go. Champions obviously hosting, bringing in a team that was cheated out of going longer, that could have been the champions if they really had the opportunity, if the rules weren't so stupid. That's going to be gigantic. A lot of divisional rivals in the first week. You got the Steelers taking on the fucking Bengals week 1. Here
Yeah.
we go. We're going to find out. Colts taking on the Texans. Of course, how you doing? Keep it moving. I believe the Packers and Vikings at
Yep.
4 o'clock game, I
Yep.
believe. It's a lot of divisional matchups early to kind of kick off. You know, hey, let's get a little sparring going. Normally, divisional matchups, I think teams would like a little bit later because they matter more. So week 1, you're nowhere near the team you're going to be week 6, week 7. So opening week, there's a lot of divisional matchups I think that are going to matter down the road, but there's also a lot of great games. Hey, Patriots, Dolphins, let's go.
Oh, here we
Same
go.
as last year, week 1. Always run it back.
In Miami, Ernie Adams, he did the video for the Patriots. He said, it's going to be hot. You know it's going to be hot down there. Did you watch that video?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
I watched the entire thing.
I didn't make it the whole way, but
What do you think average watch time of that Patriots video was?
15 seconds.
No, 35.
I'd say 30, 45.
What did that old bag of bones have to say?
Just like,
This guy created football. Okay, so he basically created modern football.
say like it's gonna be cold there.
But to be clear, after watching the Ernie Adams video of the New England Patriots, I thought to myself, this is the guy that's the mastermind behind everything in football. And he's saying, oh, it's going to be tough 4 quarters there with Baltimore. Let's go to the next game, and let's go to the next game. And he was saying, like, basically the most basic stuff. And I'm like,
This is the guy that fucking killed everybody in the NFL for 20 years. This is the guy that has the ability to memorize signals and know exactly what's coming and break down an entire offense. I'm like, there must be two different people. I think Ernie's a great thespian because I think in that video he acted like maybe a stooge, maybe a little bit like a stooge. There had to be something deeper though. Everything he said was just super low key. But I like the fact that they put Ernie Adams in there.
Yeah.
Like I like the fact that that was an idea that they could create something. Do we have the first week graphic from Dirty? And do we have? Yes. Let's get into this thing even more. Is that the Ernie Adams video you were listening to? Do we have it?
I can't. I got to take this down though. This Gertie graphic.
Take this down. Let's get the Ernie Adams thing, because there's no way this is the guy that ran the NFL for 20 years. You know what I mean? There's no way that this is the guy that Bill Belichick was like, me and this guy are going to take over football.
Feels like he was hosting Reading Rainbow, maybe.
Honestly,
yeah.
Was he talking to? Maybe that's how he views every person that isn't in the NFL. Though. Oh, he's fucking.
Here we have the 2022 New England Patriots schedule. Of course, every player and every coach has a lot of anticipation about this. Here we have it.
That's a lie.
Week 1 at Miami. So right away, you know it's going to be hot. Coming back with Week 2, September 18th at Pittsburgh. Leading up to another AFC North game, September 25th, against the Ravens. So you know this is going to be 60 minutes of hard football.
That's right.
Number 4, going up to Lambeau Field.
3 minutes.
It's in October, so even in Green Bay, it probably won't be frozen tundra. And it's just, you just feel the tradition when you walk in the Lambeau Field. Week 5, we got the Lions at 1 o'clock. Again, 2 back-to-back NFC North teams. We only play once every 4 years. Week 6, going back to Cleveland.
It's fucking great.
Football Sunday in Cleveland is always an exciting time. Everybody's out in brown and orange. I'm sure they'll be ready to go. Week 7.
This guy dominated the NFL. 20 years smarter than everybody.
Simplifies everything.
Monday night against,
You should try painting.
Against the Bears. Week 8, another big game. Division game on the road. Those are always the critical ones. At the Jets. We've had a spirited rivalry with the Jets over the years. Coming next week, Week 9, we're home against the
3
Colts.
minutes. He does the whole schedule like that.
I mean, I certainly don't think they did him any favors with the way they were cutting it and zooming in on his face. I mean, it kind of sets him up to look like a
I think
senile
it might have
bag
been a bit of
bones.
a troll, like him saying a spirited rivalry with the Jets, and they zoomed in on his face. Feels like there is a little.
You watched that whole thing?
Whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought to myself, there has to be something. Has to be a payoff. I guess there's, at the end, pink stripes or something like that. I don't think I understood what that meant either. Because the tweet says, I don't think he knows what pink stripes means or something like that. And at the bottom, it says pink stripes. We must have, pink stripes. That was a part of their tweet. So that must be something that we're missing. But yeah, whole schedule, same exact thing you saw there. No payoff at the end. I was very disappointed.
All business, I guess.
I was very bummed. I'm like, Ernie Adams, I thought at the end would potentially get in there and be like, so we're facing 4 teams that are in a 3-4 and a 4-3. And like, I thought that was what was going to happen. But instead, if I say, well, normally the way we play the Jets, especially with that young quarterback, he's going to be dead. Like, that's what I was hoping for almost. But I guess I should just expect a lot less out of the Patriots to do absolutely nothing. By the way, that was better. That video better than a lot of other people's videos.
Yeah.
Put Ernie Adams on fucking camera. It's going to be magic. You know what I mean?
You mentioned it. Players don't give a shit about this at all, right?
No, he started with a lie.
The Seahawks did the thing where they pranked. I think it was like Quandre Diggs or something like that. They had him with like 4 consecutive road games after London with no bye or something like that, and he was like pissed about it. But guys aren't looking at this at all, right?
No, I mean, guys know who they're going to play. There's a couple games on every schedule that you like to look at. For instance, we knew we were playing the Bills. So I'd like to know when we're going to Buffalo. Mm-hmm. You know, is this going to be in December when there's a blizzard like it was my rookie year and there was a $1 million escalator in my contract on the line and it was an actual blizzard with a foot of snow on the ground? Or is it a little bit earlier where Bills Mafia still be loud, still be crazy, but nowhere near the nightmare that Buffalo could be? Then if you're playing in Denver, for me, for instance, I'm playing in Denver. When's this going to be? Is it going to be early when it's warm so I not only get thin air plus a warm ball, or is it going to be like a little bit colder? So there's like some things you can look at. I think what those guys were alluding to was something we had the Hall of Fame game, Thanksgiving game, Christmas Eve game. Okay, that was my last season, I think, of the NFL.
What a run.
I think that was my. So we were in training camp 8 days before everybody else. So we were in training camp longer. Played on Thanksgiving. Played on Christmas Eve, and I think we had New Year's Day as well, or something like that. It was like, oh, this was the worst schedule in the history of. And I think we went to London that year. I think we went to London that year as well. So I think it was an entire this is the worst possible schedule you could get. But no excuses, no explanations. Just fucking go play football.
So will players be pumped then that the entire league is playing on Christmas Day and New Year's Day this year?
Well, see, those do happen to fall in a certain amount of days away from each other. So if one's on Sunday, the next one's going to be on Sunday probably. But I think they know that Sunday's going to happen.
Yeah.
And since everybody has to deal with it, it's not that big of a deal. But whenever it's just like 3 games, and there's 6 teams have to deal with, and everybody else is at home watching, I don't know. I didn't mind it, by the way. It does make things difficult family-wise. So, younger players don't care, I don't think. Younger players, who gives a fuck? But the families, the older guys who have, 4 kids, 3 kids that have been around a long time, full families in town, and they're doing the holiday and they got to miss the day. It's just work around, But in football season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, I wasn't home for Thanksgiving or Christmas for, fucking 15 years or whatever. I mean, as soon as you get into college, you just kind of go ahead and do it. It's just part of football season. But there are some days that you'd rather not play on. Thanksgiving certainly one of them because it's a Thursday game, and that's a great holiday to fucking just gorge yourself.
Oh yeah.
But you do get the long weekend afterwards. But you're celebrating Thanksgiving after everybody's kind of sick of it, because after everybody eats everything by Friday, they're sick at Thanksgiving. It's already Christmas season, correct. So that is a little bit of a drawback. But yeah, those are some of the nuisances that could come in the schedule that I think guys would definitely look at.
It seems like this year too, more so than, and maybe it's like this every year, but it seems like all the really good teams who people do want to see have the most primetime games, and not to take just a unnecessary shot at the Lions, but no one wants to watch the Lions on primetime. They don't have any primetime games this year.
Not one.
None. And another one, for the 11th straight year, the Jacksonville Jaguars are not on Monday Night Football.
So there you have it.
11 straight years, no Monday Night Football. And think about some of the shitty fucking games we've seen on Monday Night Football over the last couple of years.
The Jags were good for a couple of years.
The schedule, the ESPN folks the ABC, Disney folks, whoever it is, had to have told the schedule makers, here's a couple of our requests. Mm-hmm. We'd like this team at least a couple times, like this team a couple times. Leave Duval and Duval.
Yeah, not happening.
They don't move the needle.
We are not having the Jacksonville Jaguars. 11 years straight, no Monday Night Football game. That is absurd. Just for the fan base not to get to experience that, have a good time, have that entire energy. Because when you're on Monday Night Football, it's like a mini Super Bowl every single week. The amount of promotion your team gets throughout the day, the interviews, the behind the scenes, the sit downs, the breakdowns of the good players. Now, granted, you can get exposed on Monday Night Football, get your ass kicked and buzzsaw, and that's not great either because it's in front of everybody. But the entire lead up to it all day Monday is just basically promoting your team, your program, your fan base. And to not have that is hilarious. That is absolutely, to have 0 primetime games, 0 opportunity of anybody spending more than the kickoff allotted time period, which a kickoff show, which is probably a minute and a half to talk about your team. You were just not a part of the conversation at all. And that's a shame for the Lions. They got hard knocks, though.
They do.
And as long as we always play on Thanksgiving, that's prime time to me.
Yeah,
personally,
it is.
As a fan, I love 1 o'clock games. I think that's the best as a fan. And our bye week.
I couldn't disagree more, and I know Tone is in on this.
Yeah, I love the 1 o'clock. Get it out of the way. And then, I think the 4 o'clock stinks.
Get it out of the way. You're the Lions.
Yeah, and
what do we even?
Yeah, get the misery out of the way.
The season's out of the way. Week 7, week 8. What do we even?
It's the best time to watch a game. 1 o'clock Sunday.
Okay, but you're missing all the other.
Yeah,
games.
see, that's why 425 is the best slot.
425 is the perfect one.
3 games I love when the Packers play at 425. You get to watch the entire morning slate.
I think 425 is the worst. Personally,
8:15 is the worst.
Nah, anytime, anywhere, play ball. Hey, come on.
If they want to play it. 9 a.m. on a parking lot.
Wednesday afternoon, fire it up, boys.
I think the fascinating thing for me is a lot of the players, a lot of the older players that I spoke to, they like the 1 o'clock games. So they can get home, have a night, watch the... I like the 4 o'clock games personally because I'm a sleeper. Mm-hmm. I'm not a morning person necessarily. So those 1 o'clock games, you got to get over there 9 a.m. You're over there 9...
10 a.m., probably not sleeping well the night before because you got a goddamn game the next day. It's just like, it was one of those, I don't have any batteries in my ears, so Zita, if you're saying something to me, I don't know. I like the 4 o'clock games the best as a fan and as a player personally. Big stage, if you're playing, there's a lot of people watching, and you can at least watch the abundance of games that happen at 1 o'clock.
Personally, as a fan, I like the 1 o'clocks because I'm an idiot and an asshole. So like, there's just all throughout the day, every hour that I'm awake, the anxiety in my body just keeps getting worse and worse. So if you get there, if your game's at 1 o'clock, you can just get there and get to the game and fucking enjoy the game without having to deal with 8 hours of anxiety. But if you get to the 4:25, that's great because then you got all day. You can watch the 1 o'clocks. 8:15 is the worst because you got to watch the game.
4 o'clock's best one for tailgating too, right?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy a 9 a.m. fucking ice cold beer though in the parking lot if you're tailgating.
I know what you're saying, like St. Patrick's Day, a little bit on a Sunday, but 4 o'clock's probably the best for all
tailgating.
parties.
Oh yeah.
Saturday night, you have a night, you kind of wake up a little bit later, go down there. If you're down there at 10 or 11,
yeah, perfect.
I mean, it's lunchtime, the sun's out pretty good, might not be as cold as it is, but you still have a good 4
5
hours.
hours till kickoff.
And then after the game, you can still get home in enough time to get home on Monday. So all aspects of the 4 o'clock game are the best. Is what we think, other than Foxy, who says, give me the non-prime time, nobody's watching my team.
Yeah. How about as a player?
That's 4 o'clock was the one that I went through. But a lot of the older players like the 1 o'clock because they can get home and watch the night game.
Do the players like night games at all, or?
Yeah, I think everybody likes prime time.
To add to the Lions, too.
Well, maybe not everybody, I guess. That's like a social experiment.
Like Tom's bedtime's at 8. Remember, he wasn't winning on prime time for like 4 years.
Oh yeah, he had to shift that.
Yeah.
JJ Watt too. He was in bed at 9 o'clock every night allegedly. And we played him every Thursday night football game that we had down in Houston. And he just fucking would have 4 touchdowns. Like, this is way past your bedtime, dude. What are you even doing out here? The primetime games are the best, though, for sure. Speaking of primetime, there's a man who's going to be covering the NFL in primetime all season long for Amazon. Their first game is starting week 2, Thursday Night Football. You will be able to hear his incredibly intelligent, quick wit, and handsome voice in the NFL for the first time.
Here we go.
Full time in his entire career. We've been begging him to join the men's league for some time now. He's finally doing it. Thank God is what all of us NFL fans are saying. Ladies and gentlemen, Amazon Thursday Night Football color commentator Kirk Herbstreit.
Yay!
What's up, man?
Your beauty. You know what I heard? The word on the street is that the players really love that short week 8:15 Thursday night game on Amazon. That's what I'm hearing.
You know, it's always split. I feel like it's split because some guys, like the big guys, I think they hate everything. You know, the big guys hate everything, though. Like offensive linemen are going to hate everything regardless of when they're playing. There's always going to be something because they're in incredible pain. They do hand-to-hand combat every single day. And towards the end of the season, it's guys aren't back to like walking normally until Wednesday. And then they have a game on Thursday, but they know that long weekend's on the backside of it. So I think people are kind of split.
Honestly, for the fans, tell them what a Thursday night game is like for the players, for not just the big guys, but the game ends Sunday. Let's say it's a 1 o'clock game. It ends at 4 o'clock. You have your family, friends. Just walk us through from Sunday evening to Thursday, what it's like for a player.
Okay, young Pat McAfee, game over, 4 o'clock or whatever, we played at 1 o'clock. I'm probably heading downtown to one of these restaurants with my family, having a couple cocktails, then maybe going to another restaurant that's closer to my house, going to bed. Yeah, probably hammering it pretty heavy during Sunday Night Football, if I had to guess. Then going to bed, waking up Monday afternoon, go through the film. Tuesday off day, Wednesday we're in, Thursday we're in, Friday we're in, Saturday walkthrough, Sunday game. For Thursday Night Football, Sunday you go home. Maybe tie one on for about an hour if guys have a problem and need to let loose a little bit. Most people going home, though. Monday, all of a sudden, isn't in the afternoon. It's like in the morning. We need to go through some stuff. Walk through, though. All walkthroughs with only people that are available. Tuesday, walk through with only the people that are available. If you're hurt, you're in the rehab, in the meeting room. Wednesday, travel day. Thursday, game. I mean, there's like not a lot of practice. There's not a lot of prep. I think you're going to see that with like the game plans. I think for Thursday Night Football, it's going to be very relatable, and they're just trying to get guys to Thursday almost. You know what I mean, Herbie?
Because I'm thinking if you work backwards, if Thursday's technically now Sunday for you as a player, because I know coaches, they're all about trying to keep things, and players all about trying to keep it consistent as far as your what your repetitions of your week. It's got to be a virus to your computer. So if Thursday's now Sunday, Monday is what? Thursday?
Yeah. And you miss Wednesday, which is install day.
I mean, it must just be trim all the fat off, streamline, and go out there and execute and try not to make mistakes.
Hey, by the way, it's better for some guys, right? Like you'll see that for some offenses actually get better on Thursday night because it's easy, it's simple. It's like, hey, we just need to do our best stuff. Let's keep it moving. You see defenses. I don't know if you see many exotics coming or anything like that. You're seeing a lot of, I think that is why Thursday is fascinating for me to hear you call, because you have great football insight whenever you're calling the college games, when you've called the NFL games. And I think you're going to be able to even break it down even more for Thursday games, especially with how stripped down the game plan is just strictly because of how short it is. Follow up, have you already started prepping for all this, looking into teams? Because the schedule came out. Hey, you got some good games.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Thursday football's got some good games. Have you started prepping? What is the process here?
Yeah, Chris Collinsworth has that PFF in Cincinnati, and that's where I am right now. And so I'm just in the process. I'm waiting till the schedule came out. We got ahead of it because week 1 we knew Chargers Chiefs, which how about that? Herbert and Mahomes in Kansas City to get it kicked off on Thursday night starting week 2. So I knew about that one. So I've already been over there visiting with them and kind of going over. I'm just trying to lay a foundation. Like if you said Ohio State, Alabama, Tennessee, USC, I mean, I could give you a kind of a foundation of who they are, what their DNA is, without really looking at anything. And that's what I'm going to try to build here in May and June and July, is just kind of build that foundation up. Now that I know the teams that I'm doing, I'm just going to work from that Chargers Chiefs game all the way down and do one a week, so I can really dive in and understand and study the coordinators and understand the scheme. They're a heavy man team. These guys love the quick game. Whatever it is, just try to really understand it. So when I get to week 1 or week 3 or week 5, I'll have a folder or foundation of what I want to get into and then kind of stay up with it as the season goes on. But you're right. I mean, our schedule, everybody's wondering what kind of schedule would Amazon get year 1. Clearly, Roger Goodell and the NFL have made this a big initiative. I mean, right out of the gate, and look at these games.
Yeah, I mean well, just as soon as you get into like Colts Broncos is going to be massive. Yeah, I mean that is absolutely massive.
Even Steelers Browns,
huge.
I grew up in it used to be AFC Central. I mean, remember the heyday of the Steelers and the Browns and the Bengals and everybody just hating each other and the Ravens. And so Steelers Browns, and with both those teams, kind of a new era for both of them. Both of them want to get off to a good start. So I'm fired up about that. Tua with Tyreek Hill coming over and Jalen Waddle against Joe Burrow. Indianapolis, your squad, and Denver. I mean, those 4 games right there.
Great.
Can't ask for much more.
Well, then let's go. I mean, let's not just skip over the Bears Washington. And the Saints Cardinals are going to be good as well. But look, you got Lamar and Tom Brady on fucking. I mean, that is electric. That is now. Granted, Kirk. The thing about Thursday Night Football is, and I've heard this, Tennessee and Green Bay. I mean,
wait till he watches the Davis Bills tape.
Fucking Bills,
Pats.
Yeah.
I'm calling a game with Braves on the road at Lambeau.
Yes.
In November.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get the snow coming down.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's live a little bit. I mean, but if you look at these, they're all not all. There's a couple doozies in there, but you're going to have that. But some of these teams that we think might be shit, they might be great teams. That's why the issue is with scheduling Thursday. And I think we heard this from Fox or maybe NFL Network. I forget who was talking about it. But with Thursday, you can't flex the games. So Sunday night football, you can flex the game. Monday, they can't flex the game. So projecting out what teams are going to be most healthy, what teams are going to be good 2 months, 3 months into the season is damn near impossible. But it feels like they got it right, Kirk. It feels like you guys got some bangers.
All 14 teams that were in the postseason last year are on this schedule, which is great. Both number 1 seeds playing each other, with the Titans going to Green Bay, the game we talked about. If you went down, and because I did it, I went down and I listed every quarterback of every team that we have. I mean, it's basically every quarterback that you've heard of and that you would consider a Pro Bowl caliber candidate we have on this package. So you got quarterbacks, you got teams that were in the playoffs all last year, You got some great venues. You got some divisional rivalries. So, yeah, man, when I saw it, because I didn't know what to expect, and because I've watched a lot of Thursday Night Football like you over the years, and there haven't been a ton of great games. So I didn't know if it would be like that or not. And man, I was fired up, to say the least. And I mentioned those first 4 games. There's a pretty good stretch there. November 17th, week 11, that Titans, Packers. Then you go Buffalo, New England. Then you got Raiders,
Rams,
49ers at the Seahawks. I mean, that's a pretty good run.
Jags at Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Banger.
Jags.
You know what? Because we're crazy. It's a chance to see 2 young quarterbacks and a lot of first time.
Yeah. You would love that, by the way, because you get the chance to see Zach and Trevor, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. That's very late into the season. Hopefully there.
Hopefully.
And then wrapping it up, and once again with Braves at home in Nashville with the Cowboys, Jerry's team coming to town. I mean, it seems like it's a home run for the Thursday Night Football folks. How's your relationship with Al Michaels? You guys been eating meat together? You guys gelling together?
I've hung out with him now 2 or 3 times. We did some stuff in LA, and then I had to go to New York last week. I had dinner or lunch with his wife, Linda, my wife, Allison, one of my sons, Jake, who's coming over to hang out with you guys.
Had a baby Jake.
Had a baby Jake. And we just hung out, had a chance to, just to get to know him. I'm big on that. I don't know how you feel when you go into a new deal. I love like Wednesday night dinner. I would just want to make a staple and just hang out and get to know him, and hopefully he'll get to know me. And I feel like when you do that, it really allows you, like you guys have on this show, just to have natural chemistry. I've told you guys that before, but
go to hell, Ty.
when you do that,
Go to hell.
I mean, have you ever worked with people in TV? I know these are your boys, but have you ever worked with people where you just didn't really know them, and you're kind of feeling your way out on air, as opposed to making that effort socially, like at a dinner? It's tough.
Yeah, I feel like that should be a part of the whole thing. You know, that should be a part of the whole process. Is like, hey, you two shouldn't be strangers to each other. Have you talked to him about the vegetables or anything like that? Have you talked to him?
Yeah, that's been a big topic. Yeah, he as you know, he'll have nothing. Anything that's green is not getting anywhere close to his plate.
Do you guys golf together? Have you golfed yet? I heard he's a great golfer.
No, not yet. Not yet. I've been watching you with the net. I don't know if I want to golf with you. You might be too advanced for me already.
Well, Justin Thomas said it ain't worth shit.
I saw.
Yeah,
I saw.
That's so rude that he did that.
So here's what I do. I set par at 100. So if I shoot a 98, I shot at 200. That's the way I play golf.
Hey, that's a much better way to enjoy it. I play with people that keep score every single round. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how
I want music. I want music in the cart, and you can burp and blow in my backswing because I like noise.
Yeah.
I like energy.
Let's have a good time. What are we doing here? Let's have fun.
Right.
Yeah, and if you get a couple birdies through the day, it's like, I got 2 birdies. I'd pick up on the other 14 holes. But there's people that keep score and keep track and play by like the PGA rules every single time, and they are not good golfers. I don't know how they continue to go out there. It's like, hey, who has 8 hours at a time to do this? Bruce?
Dude, in Tahoe, do you have to play the ball down? Like you if you're behind a tree, you gotta
play it as it lies, boy. I believe is what they're gonna say to me. Yeah.
He has to wear pants.
Bro, I gotta wear fucking pants.
Oh my God.
I gotta walk.
You gotta wear pants?
And I gotta walk. And I gotta walk. Walk and wear pants. I'm fucking Tiger Woods, dude. What are we even? I mean, it's the PGA rules, Herbie. I can't fluff it, can't roll it, nothing. I'm dead.
Wait. You can't even wear like your capri jeans or anything like that? I mean,
what's that guy's name? Rest in peace.
Payne Stewart.
Have to.
On knickers?
Have to.
Oh, yeah, you have to one day. Have to one day.
Have to. The high socks are the problem, though, because these calves and the hair, I would have to shave the legs. That would get very painful. But maybe it'll make me a good golfer. Whatever, Herbie. Let's get back to fucking football.
What do you shoot? Honestly,
I have no idea.
You with me in the 100 range?
No,
par. Not.
No, maybe not. Not par either. Like I don't keep
Somewhere
track.
in the middle of those two.
I don't keep track. I can play. This is the issue. Tahoe will be the first time that I'm playing 18 holes straight through. Years, probably. And then the next day, another 18, another day. I could play good golf. Clyde Christensen, quarterback coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was kind of the one that wanted to force me into golf. He thought I could be a good golfer. And we'd start, there would be a little side bets going on in my golf game. Once I got to like hole 13, 14, he knew I was dead. So he's pressing, double down, bang, bang, bang. And we end up,
me down a bunch by the end of it. So I think that's going to be an issue for me. Because I don't know what I am. I have no idea what my handicap is because I can't get out and play 18 holes. And if I'm playing, I'm not keeping score. I'm like, if it gets lost, all right, I'm dropping one right here. I don't have 10 minutes to even look for this. Should I count it though? Because if I was to look for it, I don't know. So I'll find out in Tahoe, Herbie. I'll find out.
You get mentally fatigued like me. So I play 9, and then I want a cup of chili and a sandwich or something. Like I've had enough after 9. That's normally my plan.
Hey, you really like that chili? That stuff from?
Yeah.
No.
The Cincinnati
Skyline?
chili. No. It's okay. No, not really. Not big.
Okay, good. So whenever do you guys have a game in Cincy? I don't even know if you're in Cincy. Don't do that. Like, I hate that that's the only thing that Cincy's known for. It feels like every single time it's on TV.
We have Dolphins, Bengals. It's like our 3rd game. Yeah. I probably won't be doing that one.
You guys should probably feature the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah. They're getting hot.
They are.
They are getting hot. They're playing
Well,
better
they're hot
last
because
week.
they're playing your Pirates. That's
Whoa.
They're not my Pirates. They're Cone's Pirates.
Check the standings.
Sell a team.
Hey, Herbie, big time Cincinnati Reds fan. How about the owner cutting a promo? What are you going to do about it? You going to be a fan of another team? You're not. Shut up. And then he loses 20 straight games. What happens? You're a diehard Reds fan, right? Aren't you?
That was called karma. Opening day, they had split with the Braves, the defending world champs, 2-2. Come back home, and it's a big deal in Cincy, the home opening day. And he got interviewed. Hey, the fans are a little bit frustrated with you getting rid of all these good players. He's like you said, what are you going to do? What other options do you have? He goes, and he said, if I'm a smart businessman, I'd take this franchise to another market. You're talking about one of the most historical professional sports franchises of all time. He's like, we're just going to leave. Then he backpedaled out of that. And they haven't. I think they've won 3 games. If they weren't playing the Pirates, they've won, I think, 2 games.
All right. Listen, the Pirates owner won't even come out and say it. At least your guy said it. Your guy, I think they're at least warranted. We're just here to collect money, dude, and there's nothing you can do about it. The Pirates are operating in the same fashion. Football 1, baseball 2 for you?
Oh, well, growing up, I grew up near the Big Red Machine. So it was depending on the year, the time of the year. If it was baseball season, I was all about baseball and the Reds.
You have a hose. You had a hose, huh? You had a pretty good arm?
Yeah. Baseball, I was probably better in baseball than football. Baseball, I love to hit.
Everyone says that.
I like to hit. Lefty.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Were you a pitcher?
No, I threw right, but my dad taught me to hit lefty, so I'd have my pull hand as my dominant hand. And I don't know, I just always loved to hit. I played.
Guys ran 80% of the time, right? You were just freak athlete shaking people.
Yeah, ask AJ. We were triple option, wishbone, Air Force. Yeah, 4-6 guy, pulling it, pitching. That's what we
4-6 isn't
pretty
bad.
pretty damn
4-6
good.
pretty good. Is that hand time or laser time?
Back then, I think it was hand time.
Oh, okay. Maybe 4-5.
Yeah, who
Maybe
knows?
it might have been a 4-5.
Yeah.
Might have been a 4-4. Might have been 4-8.
What were you? What were you? You look like a 4-5, 4-6 guy.
Never got timed.
What?
Never got timed. Actually, never got timed. It was on.
Did you play any other positions in high school besides
soccer?
Really?
Yeah, I
they
should
didn't
have.
put you a running back or safety or something with your mentality?
A lot of hindsight looking back on how I should have been handled at Plum High School. You know what I mean?
You should have been killing people. At safety.
We all agree. Listen, we do believe that this is potentially a letdown.
What was your height and weight your junior and senior year?
I think I was about the same size I am now. 6 foot, maybe 215, 220.
And you didn't play linebacker or safety.
Bro, you should have seen me at soccer field.
That's called waste of talent.
Yeah, you don't say. You should see my fucking arm too. I mean, I could throw a ball forever. I mean,
I'd have you killing people at safety and linebacker.
Oh, thanks. You want me to have CT? I appreciate it. Not quarterback, not the $100 million contract. We're going to get you a $20 million contract. You're right.
No. It's just a mentality that you would have brought to the defense.
Thank you. Yeah, I grew up in Pittsburgh, so we played football. I played a lot of pickup football with everybody, but I don't want to turn this into what was I? I was a very good soccer player. So everybody thought I was going to make it in soccer. So I think the football people were like, we can't fuck up. Not a lot of people make it out of our high school to go on to things. I was getting very early looks, so I think that was the whole thing. Hindsight, though, I should have fucking had pads on. I mean, that is.
Yeah.
They would have stuck you at D tackle or something.
because
You think?
That's
You
not
think?
true.
wreak some havoc up the middle.
Herbie, he would have been he would have been one or two biggest guy on the team.
Yeah, our all-time leading sack haver, Haddlebags. I think he and I are.
By the
both.
way, Western PA is some serious high school football too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Should have been in there.
Yeah.
Well, glory days.
So, well, by the way, I mean, I know you obviously did great things. What happened to your soccer career? Did it just when football got serious, it just kind of faded?
No, it was. I literally had to decide one or the other when I was a senior in high school, and the actual conversation between myself, my dad, and my mom was, I would like to be rich in America, not in Europe, because at that time, the only place you could really get rich while playing soccer was in Europe. I think Beckham had come over and got like a few $100 million or whatever for the MLS, but they weren't really paying a lot of people. So like I would have had to go to Europe, and I didn't want to do it. So I chose to kick footballs, and that was an actual conversation that took place. Had one offer, Kent State, the Golden Flashes, offered me to kick. And then I went to a kicking camp a month before signing day, banged at home. Next day, okay, this is what we're doing. We're going to go do this. And almost derailed it about 10 different times, fucking up, being terrible, not being focused. But it worked, so I'm pretty happy about it. Still think about the open-ended soccer career every once in a while, though. You know, like, wish I could have put a little bit of a bow in it, because it abruptly stopped. I mean, it stopped very quickly. But it all worked out, and now we're going to win the Soccer Lombardi.
Hell yeah.
America's going to win the Soccer Lombardi. I see you got the hat on. I mean, we're going to fucking do it. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, are you a big soccer fan?
No, fuck no. Can't watch it.
Come on.
Never could. Actually, it was probably a downfall of my game, as I never watched how anybody else played. Like I probably would have learned from people if I would have watched it. Couldn't watch. Football fan. I was always grew up at Tim McAfee's house. Big football fan. I don't think he knew how we got into soccer or this entire thing. But let's get back to you. Fuck, Herbie. Enough. Jesus. Ty, your question for Herbie.
Herbie, not to change gears, but with
let's change gears, please.
From the NFL to the NCAA, it looks like they're starting to try to maybe put some guidelines on the NIL deal. Do you think that, like, is teams like USC, who actually made a big impact this offseason, are any of these guys actually in jeopardy of not being able to play next year? And how do you think this kind of changes the whole impact of like boosters recruiting guys?
I think it's still to be determined, right? I think we're all still sitting back wondering, okay, we finally heard from the NCAA, but since they met in D.C. with the Supreme Court and they not only voted against them, they basically told them don't ever come back. They seem to have retreated, right, and just let everything happen. And now they come out with a statement. So I don't know how much teeth, does this thing have much teeth, you know, as far as the ruling that they've recently come out with? And is anybody going to even respond to them? Is anybody going to fear that they have enforcement? Is this just lip service, or is something going to happen? I think all of us have reached a point where we agree that you know, the players obviously should be freed up to do whatever they can with NIL. I think that there's another step to this. You know, with the TV networks, I've never really said this publicly, but with the TV networks giving a lot of money to the college athletics, I think it's inevitable that eventually the players are going to have whether it's a union or somebody's going to represent them, and they're going to say that, hey, why not allow us to have a share of the television money? I think, you know, everybody's talking about the players are entitled and that kind of thing to be able to have NIL. That's at this point a given. I'm thinking more about if you're really looking at the players and saying, hey, what's in it for them? If I were a player, wouldn't you be talking about taking that next step? So I think it's inevitable, the path that we're heading down. But we need some rules. I mean, the NFL has rules to free agency. There are rules that you have to abide by. Right now in college athletics, there are no rules. And so I think that needs to be curtailed and under control. But I do think the players right now have a ton of momentum.
The TV rights in pie is something that's been talked about by college athletes and football players and basketball players for like 10, 15 years, almost like 20 years. Once these TV deals started being billions and billions of dollars, and we saw coaches' salaries going up and up and up, and buildings were being purchased and built and everything. It was like, holy hell, everybody around the athletes are going. It started to become a conversation. Like, players deserve a piece. The players deserve a piece. But the ability to create a union when it's so much turnover, Herbie, I think that's going to be the interesting thing, right? Because guys are graduating out of that. So who's going to be the person that everybody's going to trust enough to maintain the union and represent them? There's so much that goes into it. Hopefully now with a little bit more money involved and business involved, they'll be able to figure it out. But that could change the game mightily, right? Don't you think, Herbie? That could change
and I've been one that's never really been on that side of that argument. I just recently, I mean, these last 6-7 months, just trying to digest all of this because it's been like a fire hose. Everything's happening at once. So I find myself a lot of times just thinking about what are the answers? Because right now what's happening, this isn't the answer. You know, it's great to see some of these players that are making money, but there's no control. When you're poaching, let's just say Ball State or Pitt or Southern Miss or whoever, because they have an All-American freshman receiver and big bad whoever goes in and says, oh, we need a receiver, we'll take him. We need an offensive line. That's not what this is about. So I don't like that. But I do like the idea that Jackson Smith and Jigba, who had a huge Rose Bowl, or C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, these established stars in the game can take advantage of that. That's wonderful. But enticements, going to a high school recruit and saying, hey, we'll give you $8 million if you sign a 3-year deal, that's not, I think, healthy for the game, because then you get a lot of outside sources coming in and corrupting a good thing. So I'm all for it, but I think there needs to be some rules to it. But I do think the next step is what you just said, because before I was never really in the argument, and now that we're going down this path, why not open up, what goes into the entire pile? And this is $1 billion industry, and it's only, to me, it's a matter of time till the players are going to start to say, hey, we want our share. We're the ones out on the field doing this. The coaches are making $8 or $10 million a year. It's time for us to get our share. I just think it's inevitable we're going to go there.
Herbie, people are going to hate it. They're going to be so mad. And I have no idea what the guardrails can be. Whoever figures out how to properly word what the guardrails are, I'll be so impressed. So impressed. Yeah. Because how do you... I can't. You know what I mean? How do you put the words? I don't know how you do it, because if they're not just open or offering open money to people, they could say, hey, guys on our team get 4 appearances at these places for $25,000 every single year. That's what you'll get immediately upon signing here. So there's ways to slide that in there. I don't know how you.
I don't know. I don't know how you control it.
Me neither.
I just know, Pat. I just know that when I hear coaches say we're sometimes worried about doing the handshake after the game, because assistant coaches going up to our players saying, hey man, they'll go up to a backup who they maybe recruited and he's not playing, and they'll talk to him like, hey man, I'll hit you up. And next thing you know,
transfer
2 or 3
portal.
weeks later, guys in the portal. I don't like that. I don't think that's good for the game personally.
Man, because some people need, and this is the whole transfer portal conversation. If you don't have those struggles or speed bumps in your life,
totally.
What are you going to become afterwards? But if you're able to make life-changing money too, how do you? It's a wild time.
But I don't know if it's life-changing money. I think it sounds good, but when you really get out there are a handful of guys that are making some good money. But I worry about these guys chasing short-term money to potentially wreck their futures.
Long-term, yeah.
I never played it down in the NFL, and I went through hell and back in my college career. Didn't love my assistant coach that had my position coach. Didn't love my coordinators till my last year. And I would be a prime example of a guy that would have left, 5-star guy that's not happy as his first or second year, he just leaves. And I endured, not to pat me on the back, but what I learned through that, holy shit. Is a game changer for me as a dad, as a husband, as an employee. I really went and learned about what I was capable of digging in and accomplishing. And then my senior year, I was able to play and be a captain and all that at the end. And if I didn't go through that, I don't know if I would have had those same feelings about myself and what I learned about going through that adversity. I knew you went through a ton of stuff yourself.
That's what I was about to say.
I think being challenged is really a healthy thing to go through as an 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old guy. helps you figure out life a little bit.
Yeah, I think I needed what happened to me. By the way, thank you for telling us about that. I needed what happened to me for the rest. You know what I mean? Like, I got a bunch of death threats. I fucked up, had a bad game.
Dude, I remember your career very vividly. I remember that night. I don't, until I started hanging out with you a little bit, I didn't know. I figured, I mean, you imagine being you today with social media, and you guys are going to the national championship. You're playing fit. I mean, it's no problem. Rivalry game, my ass. We're going to beat them. We're going. And then that happens. You imagine that kicker today, what he would have dealt with.
That's what I send messages to guys that are getting just out. Guys messages like, hey, this is a terrible time in your life. I've been there. Thought about disappearing. I even looked at like transferring to fucking Hawaii. I was like, how do I get as far away from here as possible? And if it was as easy as it feels like it is today, like I wouldn't have been able to. Me walking back on that field first week, senior year, with that crowd that a lot of them booed me out of there and flipped me off literally on my way out and potentially told me to go kill myself and things like that.
How about that?
That moment of like getting over that type of fear, it hardened me. You know, like I got hardened. I needed it for the rest of my life, I think. And you know, I don't know how everybody.
It's helped you. It's helped you to become who you are today.
I think so. I needed it forever.
And your passion and your like, you know, like FU mentality of like I will dominate your ass. If you cross me, your ass is going down. that attitude, I think you may have already had it, but I think it went to it accelerated to a different level by going through that.
I think so. Awesome. Look what we just did here.
Hell yeah.
We had a full moment there, you and me.
That's what it's all about, brother.
I can't wait to see you on Thursday Night Football. Can't wait to see you in the NFL. I know the Prime thing. You're probably going to catch a lot of heat on that.
What's the catch there? They don't like the app, or
it's just new. It's just new. So people hate everything that's new. But after, like 3 weeks, I assume everybody's just it's going to be the new norm.
Here's a quick thing, because I didn't really understand it myself. And then, anymore, everybody has these TVs with these apps. And so I watched a country music show that was live, like an award show, about a month ago, just because I wanted to see. Lay in bed, went to Prime, real simple, went to Apple TV, Prime Video. I clicked because it was a live show. So I wanted to see if I had to dig for it or what. First thing there.
Yeah.
So it was 2 buttons. Boom to Prime Video. There's the country show, whatever. Boom to that, and it was on. So it's almost simpler than turning on cable TV. So it's not that bad.
No, obviously, Kirk. I mean, you're speaking with reason and logic and things like that. That is not what happens on Twitter.
No.
Yeah. So like 3 weeks, 4 weeks in, after it's just become the new routine, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, we love this." But anytime there's change, people have a little drawback. I can't wait for this particular change because you guys are gonna kill it. Thank you for joining us. Can't wait to see you in person soon, hopefully.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. I look forward to hooking up soon. Thanks to you and all the boys there for bringing in Jake. I know he's looking forward to hanging out with you guys this summer.
Hey, it should be fun. Let's hopefully teach him some stuff. He's probably smarter. He's definitely smarter than us.
Yeah,
definitely.
Whatever the case. Hey, he'll come out of here a good worker.
Harden him up.
He'll come out of here a good worker.
Calluses.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kirk Herbstreit. Thank you, buddy. Let's get to a 2-minute break. That computer's still off from yesterday. I should have turned it on. That's on me. Also, huge shout out to the firefighters of the Indianapolis Fire Department.
Yeah. Shout out.
Thank you for all your incredible work yesterday. Obviously, we lost power, but that's nothing in comparison to what those maniacs were sprinting towards on that roof last night after a fire hydrant's
cap fell off.
Shout out Zito.
Baby Z.
Turns out that was like a generator blowing up.
Yeah.
Transformer.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
We all did. Except for, but that was some scary shit. I mean, honestly, that was some interesting. If I remember that password, I'm going to be so fucking pumped. Still loading.
Goddamn Dell.
Dude, you're getting a Dell. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We're not. Microsoft recommends an upgrade. No, get me out of here. Get me out. It only will let me get it. Decline. Skip. Thank you. This thing stinks. Why do we use this thing? Oh, because it can house more in this thing. No way.
There's
Fucking
no way.
Steve.
There's no way.
Steve, get it together. Anyways, we're back in. I'm going to piss my pants. I hope you're happy, Dell. I hope.
Hell yeah.
Is that you or me? Ah, fuck. Fuck you. All right, we're back in 50 seconds.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There will be no rules for our guests, for us. What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat
What the fuck are
McAfee
you
Show
doing?
starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Hour 2 on this Feel Good Friday. The 13th shall begin right now. Yeah. Perfect.
See, I was going to say welcome back,
Well
but
done.
I would take
Welcome
it away
back.
from a moment like that.
Welcome back to this Feel Good Friday sports show. Just had Kirk Herbstreit on after the NFL schedule was released. The Thursday night schedule was released.
Yeah.
Man, I just need
Good work.
this.
Yeah.
It's good hustle.
Ran right
It's
into
good
this
hustle.
table. I took a couple bumps out there. Happy to be back. The toxic table is here with a new member. Maybe the most toxic person in the office.
No,
At Ty Schmidt
What?
sitting next to at Bubba Gumpino.
What's that about?
Your neck looks amazing.
Thank you, sir.
That is an incredible assortment of change. Your beard looks fantastic. It's been great having you in here today.
Thank you, sir. All is well. I don't know about the FanDuel Super Boost tonight, but other than that, everything is fine.
Go on, Gump.
They've chosen to go against the Guinos and Texas Hockey for the Super Boost.
What do you mean?
They have Super Boost Rangers in Calgary to win tonight.
We just had this fucking guy in the office.
1 day later.
Did you not have a good time?
1 day later.
What's this all about?
What's that
I
about?
thought we treated him well.
Now, to be clear, the Pens are without Sidney Crosby, so the Rangers probably good bet to win, even though I bet Penguins' money line as hard as I possibly could.
True fan.
Now, Calgary, I don't know what this is all about.
Calgary's a bit of a wagon right now as well.
Is the game in Texas or is
Texas Hockey, tough barn. We're in Texas.
Yeah, but up there in Canada, the guy with the Fu Manchu that sang the national anthem, if he's in the building, I got Calgary. But if he's not in the building, you guys are in trouble.
Let's hope not.
No, you guys are good. I mean, I'm saying.
I think we'll get it to 7. Back in Calgary, it could be tough, but we'll get there.
Ton Diggs, how many game 7s are there in hockey right
Currently,
now?
there are 3 game 7s in hockey on Saturday. After tonight, there could be, 3 more game 7s on Sunday, too.
Yeah, the NHL's got to be grinning like a butcher's dog.
Yeah.
Huh, Gump? They're
If
gonna
we
be
have
so.
6 game 7s this weekend, are you kidding me?
The electricity will be too high. I don't know if I'll be able to handle it. I think I'm going to
well-
try to get a golf round in, but how will I if there's game 7s from front to back Saturday, Sunday? This is amazing for the NHL.
Well, Tampa and Toronto last night ended in overtime, and so did Edmonton and the Kings. Like, both games were absolute bangers.
The NHL is doing it right now. If you're not a fan of the NHL, I think you should watch the playoffs. Tonight, it's not, this is our practice squad.
SmackDown tonight.
Well, yeah, SmackDown's on at 8. The Pens are playing, but this is we're taking a little preseason game here in the middle, resting some players, not having the best player in the history of hockey playing. How long's he out for, fucking Nick? Do we have any update on Sidney Crosby? How come they just describe it as upper body injury? He's got a
bullshit.
fucking concussion.
There's no update. The reason they designate injuries like that is because the NHL, a lot of times, is a scumbag league, and players will target injuries. Although everyone on the planet knows Sid most likely has a concussion. He skated this morning before practice. So
Okay.
that's a positive sign.
Okay.
So he's
Did he
at
have
least,
dangles? Did he have a stick?
No, no one knew about it till after it happened. So there was no
Skating
video
out
of
there
it.
alone.
It was just a
How
report.
come Sid or Mayor haven't called Russ Wilson to get some fucking concussion water?
It's good. It's a good question. I thought they had actually converted the ice in Pittsburgh to the concussion water ice.
that. What was that? 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's clear. Fucking
Russell Wilson had a
cleared right up.
water that cured concussion
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yep. High pH water.
Diggs, did you drink it? How are you feeling? You still blame CT for everything.
I have not drank it. I like to live with my abilities.
Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning did
What?
Did you say?
Did you say disability?
Tony hasn't known what day it is all week, actually. I don't know if he's told you that.
Yeah, the guy got like literally 9 concussions in his football career. That is. We shouldn't. Why are you guys laughing? I would like to let them know the chuckles of these men and in the microphone do not reflect that of their employer,
Thank
who's
you.
also the employer of the
potential CTE
This
candidate.
guy's chuckling too. He knows his brain's just bouncing against his cranium in there.
Joining us now is a man whose brain never bounced off the cranium because the cranium was too damn thick. First round draft pick for the Green Bay Packers, college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup champion, COVID survivor, General Bob Carpenter's friend, AJ Haw. AJ, how's it going, pal?
Good. I didn't know about Diggs' concussion history. Is that true?
Yeah, bad. He blamed CTE literally
What kind of helmet did you wear, Diggs?
Oh, I had the Rydell with the triple T face mask.
Same one you wore.
We could probably bring it
Nah,
down.
you wore a Revolution, I bet.
No, it never. Not a lot of Revolutions at Plum High School.
No, I had the old school heavy one.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I saw Diggs in that one clip. Like I told you, Diggs is very explosive. He shot his hips. He looks
My
good.
issue is my first concussion was one that where you were knocked out on the field. So then every other one after that, it doesn't take much.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's almost like breaking the seal in the concussions.
Yeah.
It's like Chuck Liddell. Remember, Chuck never got knocked out. He got knocked out once. He was never the same, glass jaw.
Yeah, well, that's also as they get older, right? Guys get older, they become a little bit bigger button, I think.
Pooped his pants.
That's like AJ. The fact
What?
that what's that?
He pooped his
We got knocked out by Rashad Evans. He pooped his pants.
Really?
What the fuck's a Chuck Liddell?
Has that been confirmed though by Chuck?
The Iceman?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So in the ring, he pooped his pants?
Yeah, Rashad Evans.
Diggs, that ever happened to you? Did you poop your pants?
I
when you
never
got...
pooped my pants. I never lost control of my poopies.
Speaking of poopies, I do not believe poopies will be. It's an unfortunate event.
Yeah, it is.
I do not believe poopies will be on this show, AJ.
Oh, what's happening? He's too busy?
They want us to send a blind bid to have him on the show, an appearance
I'll
fee.
do it.
Yeah.
I got it. Leave that to me.
Okay. Are you going to guess what he would accept?
Wait, it's like an appearance fee to come on the show. Does it matter if we say hey, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Does that change?
No, it's an appearance fee, and they would never give away their rates either. So they're asking us to just set a
can
rate.
I do it?
Listen, I respect poopies a lot.
Yeah.
I love poopies a lot. It's going to be tough for me to just go into a blind bid when we're dealing with a manager, and we don't even know if this guy actually represents poopies or not. And is this the same guy that represents poopies when he made $- on Jackass? Like, that's a question I have for maybe poopies, but I don't think we'll ever get to poopies.
Did we not send him an Isley's chip chopped ham sandwich and that wasn't enough?
Yeah. I thought he just wanted like a foot-long sub.
We did get him 2 footlongs, but that didn't seal the deal.
Did you tell him they were from a sandwich artist?
The guy also basically said, "What will you be having him do?" So it sounded like short of like jumping off like a 40-story building. He was kind of in to do anything.
So let's think of what Poopy should do.
He's coming on for a performance, an appearance, not just like an interview.
Yeah, and I think we're probably going to have to fly him out, I assume. So we will be paying Poopies for his service. Just didn't like the whole blind bid thing that they asked us to do. It's like, I don't want to disrespect Poopies. I know he's in a bad spot.
Yeah.
If we say $25, is that?
Yeah, is he gonna
if I say $5,000, what will? I'm not doing this. I'm not playing these games. You've made him no money, I guess, manager guy. So just tell us how much you.
This is a very smart negotiation, though. They don't want to war dogs themselves.
No, I understand. If you were at that level, I think cool. But if you're Poopies,
I've never really heard of that. I've never really heard of
Johnny.
putting a blind bid like that.
Me neither.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Me neither. That's why I was kind of in.
They're changing the game. Good for Poopies and his manager. Changing the game.
Listen, but the thing is, I would probably overpay whatever they say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like that's
I think whatever you would send over, they'd be very, very happy with whatever your blind bid.
that's kind of my thing. Like, tell us what you think it's worth or whatever, and then I'm probably going to pay triple anyways because it's like I'm very appreciative of what you just did, and we make too much money around here, so we appreciate your service in this entire thing. It's going to help us out. But if we should brainstorm a little bit and put together what we have Poopies do. Got to be at the Thunderdome.
He and Connor should do some stuff together for sure.
Maybe we just give him like $1,000 to like cut off his forearm with like a machete or something like that. Pay for the medical cost post as well.
$2,000 at least.
Yeah, $2,000. It sounds like he might be game for it.
Like clean off? You cut it clean off?
No, just from like the forearm down.
Like,
slice it off.
Monty Python's Holy Grail.
Ty was doing this emailing with the guy, so you can kind of sense a little where Ty lies in the whole situation. It was a whole song and dance.
It was. I thought it was pretty clear cut. Just like, hey, can Poopies come on Thursday afternoon? Not so much.
It was a full.
And Poopy's just figuring it out, though. He's only been international superstar for a year or so he's just trying to feel his way through it.
Listen, we're lucky if we get Poopy's on. We will pay for a stunt from Poopy.
Has any show done 5 or 6 minutes straight on Poopy's and what he's been up to?
I don't know. Will people start paying Poopy's for stunts, though?
And how mad are people that haven't seen the new movie?
Wow.
They have no idea who we're talking about.
That is a shame. It's a new Jackass.
I haven't seen it. I have no idea who it is, but I enjoy this combo a lot.
His name's Poopy.
No idea.
And he got his hand almost bitten off by a shark during Shark Week.
That's the beginning of it. If you just watch him throughout the entire movie, both as somebody else is doing a stunt and he's doing a stunt, you learn a lot about Poopies quickly. I don't know if Poopies is all there, but I'm excited for Poopies to come and do a stunt one time.
I got 5 on it.
You'll put $5 in?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, me
Sounds
too.
like it's worth it.
Okay, 500 from Foxy, 500
Five
from
what?
Diggs.
Whoa.
That's 1,000 at least.
No,
Poopies.
$5.
$5.
Gumpy will put up one chain. Ty.
All for one.
If we can cut Poopy's arm off, I'll
I don't want to cut somebody's arm off.
I'll give 2. I'll give 2 chains for a forearm.
I do not want to lose.
I'll raise mine to $10 if we can cut his arm off.
I do not. You guys are disgusting.
Why wouldn't he come on now? I'm sure if he sees this, he'll come on.
Poopies, we're not cutting off your fucking arm.
What if he just peels the skin off like Schwarzenegger in T2?
All right. The NFL had its schedule released yesterday, AJ Hawk, and I don't know what Poopy's thoughts were, but I would maybe like to hear your thoughts on the Los Angeles Chargers social media video. Did you watch this yet? And would you?
I hadn't. No, I saw you comment on it. I didn't watch it with sound or anything. I just saw a quick little clip.
Let's listen. Cowboys had Stephen A. cut a promo. Stephen A. Smith cut a promo, like a heel promo. Jerry Jones then got involved in editing the video and making it sound like Stephen A. complimented Cowboys. Pretty good video. Anytime you get Stephen A. cutting a promo, going to be a good video. The Carolina Panthers, have you seen this one, AJ? Our age, you will love it.
I haven't seen that. No, I know you said something. I just seen people comment, but I haven't watched.
So it's basically like a trip to our childhood.
Yeah.
Literally a trip through our childhood.
Well, how does that tie back to Carolina and third? Like, what is it?
Well, it doesn't. I don't think it matters. It's just a creative way.
Yeah, through all the nostalgic stuff, they were showing the games off.
Yeah, there was like week 7 was tough to see. Actually, it was like down here. It was like a little Blues Clues type situation in the nostalgia trip back to 1999 to probably 1998. 1999 is how it felt. Yeah. They had Buy 2K in there, which was pretty clever as well. Pretty well written. I thought the Panthers was very good. Chargers won, though. Yeah. I mean, the Chargers, they made an anime film, so you're going to say, how's this tie back to Los Angeles in football? It doesn't. But wait until you see what they did with every single scene, AJ. And this is basically the biggest news of the schedule release. Yeah, we know who's playing first. We know who's playing last. We know how many primetime games. A lot of teams have 5 primetime games. There's some teams that have 4. There's one team that has no primetime games. Yeah. That's the Detroit Lions. Mm-hmm. Seeing when divisional games are a little earlier, it feels like there's a lot of divisional games week 1. So that's a little different, I think, than normal. I might be wrong. But now it's just judging how the teams roll out their schedule, and we all know it. And all the social media and content teams know it as well. So they look forward to this, AJ. They put some real... 1 month is what the update was for how long the Chargers and Andrew Cordova, the anime editor for the Chargers, did. AJ, this is the Los Angeles Chargers schedule release. AJ, you know a lot about anime?
Nope. This guy was on staff already, though?
Yes. Used to work for NFL Films. Now he's just full-time content.
For this team, not the NFL.
Just for the team, yeah.
Jeez.
That's Herbert. That's guy on her team.
Cleo, probably.
That's guy on her team. Keenan. And there's Coach Daly.
Hell yeah.
Look at him fucking ready. First week, Chargers Raiders. Nothing really in there.
They respected their division.
Yeah.
Now that later though,
they buried the Raiders.
Yeah. Antonio brought it.
Oh, pause. Look at
that
this.
Is not in there.
Yes. This was it.
I only know this from Diggs. Seeing Diggs'
Bro, this is Diggs' new profile photo because this is so fucking epic.
No, I was just going to say how terrible this video was until I saw this.
Listen, we were all doing the same thing. All the videos, you watch the first 15 seconds, you're like, no way, this is it the entire time. Some videos, yes, this is it the entire time. It's like, you can't do that. There was a putting one, I think.
Yeah, the
Packers
did.
One was tough.
Very repetitive.
Very repetitive. It's tough. You can't do that for fucking 17 times. I mean, that is...
No.
But they gave it a go.
Yeah, first few were cool.
Which I agree. They gave it a go. The Detroit Lions,
I enjoyed it, but it was long. I mean, it was Ernie Adams enjoyed it, but it was long. 17 games is a lot of games. So the first couple games here with the Chargers, I was almost like embarrassed for him. But remember, I was sent to this video because somebody took a screenshot of me working a quarterback carousel, which you're going to see here later. So I was like, what the fuck? They just put a lot of time in there? And then boom, week 3, they bring the fucking heat. Live from a chop house in England. Sitting on the dance floor, which we shouldn't have went to the dance floor.
Never go to the
Should have
dance
went to
floor.
the dance floor. Is this not awesome that the Chargers did this, AJ?
Same outfit.
I mean, okay, so I saw on Diggs last night on Twitter or whatever, I saw his new profile pic. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know who put this together. It never crossed my mind that it would have been an NFL team that did it on their scheduled release video.
We're just getting started. That is
this
why.
Is beautiful.
Yes, it is great interneting. And the fact
who came up with it? Are there some people that don't even know exactly what this is?
So they said the entire content team is who we were supposed to give a shout out to, I believe.
Shout out
to the entire content team, the anime. But yes, this is just the beginning. Once I saw this, I said, wait, I paused the video. I said, wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? And then as we continue to go, let's go ahead and roll through here. All right, here's the Texans. Boom, pause. This is the Browns. This is the Browns.
Yes.
Week 5. Redacted on advice of our lawyers. Are you kidding me? What were they going to do?
So this is really their content team. The Chargers put this out.
Yes.
Oh, I love these guys.
Me
Good job.
too.
All of the people, the whole team involved. Great job.
Me too. Wait, we are just getting started.
What does week 5? What does this mean?
Well, there's a lot of things it could mean. I'm not 100% sure, but the fact that even all of us thought, immediately.
Everything's topical. Everything's very topical with what's been going on over the last year.
All right, let's keep it going. Good interneting there. Jeez Louise. The Browns watching like, jeez.
Nope.
Let Ross cook. Here's Ross, all right. Week 7.
Oh, no.
Pause.
Oh, no.
Now go back. Okay, Legion of Boom, if you're able to zoom it. Legion of Boom is right there. Mina Kimes saying something's on in the back.
Football hopes and dreams.
Yep.
The left one there, the goal line, not running the ball with Marshawn's on the left there. I mean, they did it, AJ.
Does that say 2001 Seattle Mariners back there?
Yes. Took a shot at the whole city. It's awesome.
They really sat in the writer's room for a while and nailed this one down, didn't
Bro, this is week 7. We still have more to go. Let's keep going through here. Bye week here. Chill. Everybody's in. Everybody's in out.
Joshua Tree.
Atlanta.
Boom. Pause. Look at this. Affle House with no dub, right? And they should have maybe just put it the L House. Now, if we're going, they put out the AFFNE. 28% off 3 waffles or more. Low-hanging fruit. Still went there.
Still
though.
plays. Yeah.
Still went there.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Are they starting something now to where we're going to see these big Twitter beefs between the content teams or of each organization?
So I actually mentioned this a couple years ago. I think this would have been seen as beef. Now on the internet, it's like, hey, that's good internet. Hey,
I don't know about the Jags one. Don't you think there might be a few people upset about that?
Who? No. In Jacksonville?
They all hate Urban.
Maybe at Fox Sports.
Just you and a few others, AJ.
Yeah, just the Chop House regulars.
Yep.
This one I did see some Falcons fans say, "Oh, fuck off!" Like low hanging fruit. Oh,
you gotta, even if you're like you're mad they took a shot at your team, you have to respect the effort. And like, hey, these guys, they're all in on this video. No
Absolutely.
Question.
Week 9, we're halfway through the season. Who else is going to get buried through here from the Chargers? Let's go to week 10. Nothing really. Nothing really. Go for it. Yeah, obviously. They'll play. Pause. Now they got ESPN and NFL Network reporting something here. I don't know what it is. I don't remember this part.
It doesn't report that. It doesn't. It just goes away.
Oh, see, this is something that they could have.
Is this when the trade deadline is, maybe?
Oh, smart.
Oh, could be.
Okay. There's levels to this shit. Took them a month to do it. Let's go to the next one. JC. Oh, here we go. Pause. Look at this. This is the Cardinals. You see what Kyler Murray's doing? Clearly K1 there. Play. Pause. Delete all posts. Dude, is that not awesome?
Man, these guys have been taking notes over the last year or so. I'm sure this has been in the they've been thinking about this for a long time.
Fucking right. Maybe. Allegedly, they only had a month. I guess they knew all the opponents. Everybody knew all the opponents. They just didn't know in the way and how it was going to go. So they could have prepared for it a little bit more than, some other teams chose not to do so at all.
Yeah.
I respect the Dolphins not doing anything after what happened the other day,
Are they just mailing it in on the social media team?
Yeah. They got to be gun shy, don't you think, to put anything out now?
No, it's just they should look out for their guy, especially if their guy's been their franchise quarterback going forward. Anyways,
but going back to that quick though, the majority of people that watch that clip probably think it's a beautiful pass and catch.
That's not true. Not on the internet, dude.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
And that was posted on the internet. Majority of the people on the internet, Tua can't keep up with Tyreek Hill.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
literally
noodle
how
arm.
it went. There was actually a
Yeah.
lower third on one of these sports talk shows. Is Tua going to be a problem for Tyreek Hill since he can't throw to him or whatever? Like, that was a full conversation. So the Miami Dolphins social media team did that. We were just asking them to learn from it. Like, hey,
that's right.
Can't have it. Can't be adding fuel to the fire on these internet streets because you will get got.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of getting got, Chargers got everybody. Let's go to the next one here. We're on week 12. Week 13, we're back with the Raiders. Pause.
Jeez.
That's AB's helmets. You see a little Chucky doll tossed in a dumpster down there. You know what I mean?
AB's discarded helmets.
Yes. It is awesome. Let's keep it rolling.
Okay.
Ride a Dolphin. Could have took a shot. They did not. Bolt up.
The AJ was here on that one.
Here it is. Here it is. These sons of bitches. Colts quarterback carousel. I'm asking for tips. Fucking leave them in there. That's a power switch. And then obviously they just roll through all of the quarterbacks that we've taken from other teams over the last 4 years. The bolo tie, awesome on Phillip Rivers there. And then Jacoby's the last one. And then, Chargers versus Rams. I don't think I understood what that one meant.
Burning the draft picks, I believe. Apparently, the Cleveland one too. If you translate the Japanese or Chinese or whatever that is, it says Cleveland is boring. I don't know. I don't know the symbols.
Clearly.
What a bad guy.
What do you mean? Characters?
That would have worked.
Characters?
What is it though? Is it Japanese?
No idea.
Feels like it's
I
Japanese.
believe it's Japanese. Anime is usually Japanese.
Feels like it's Japanese. I've been to Japan, so.
Big in Japan.
There you go.
Is that not awesome though, AJ?
Everything about it. And then even putting you in there, these people, they get it. They understand what's going on out there.
They completely understand the internet. Let's get to a break and we'll scour the internet for what we should talk about on the other side. This Feel Good Friday is going to be glorious. Some phone calls on the 5 Energy phone line, 1-833-4 McAfee. Congrats to the Chargers content team.
Unreal.
The Jags one, just touche on the Jags thing. What creativity.
Bravo. Exact costume. They actually just took his photo into some whatever app and then turned him into an anime and put a Jaguar head on top of it.
I also loved how several teams did that. Everyone's like, yeah, we can shit on Urban. Who cares? That's
Well, other teams did too.
Detroit did.
Yeah.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
survived
the
here.
urban survival. Wow, that's awesome. Did you know Detroit has a Steven Seagal?
I did not.
Pretty good. Right here, this guy on the left.
He's awesome.
Detroit Urban Survival Training is the building he runs. And he went through their entire schedule teaching us good hand-to-hand combat and urban survival.
Okay. This was part of the Lions.
This was the Lions.
Mm-hmm. This was the Lions schedule release.
Can we run the video a little bit?
Good for him.
He's
jacked. Look at his arms.
That's his building. This is an actual building?
Yeah.
Dust.
Pretty sure.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Right now we're going to share with you intelligent options the Detroit Lions will be using to increase winnability throughout the 2022 season.
All right, going to need it.
Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
The best way to deal with the threat is to eliminate it before it becomes a threat. If you ever need to strip a football from a founding father, here's what you do. Step 1, push the elbow forward. Step 2, pull the wrist in. Step 3, take it to the house.
That's right, AJ.
The White House.
Fucking learn something.
If a Norseman tries to block you,
AJ
step
loves
1,
This is the
grab the
move.
wrist. Step 2, lean forward. Step 3, sack the quarterback.
See that, AJ? It's fucking easy.
Ooh,
This one
pretty
didn't
sure
take
he
as
wants
much
to play
time
one
as
of
the
Wilson
other
this year.
That was a shot.
Boom.
Hey, you know what though? They're trying.
In order to stop them from grabbing you, here's what you can do. When they reach out, you're going to go here to the wrist,
Bang.
and then here to the elbow.
Boom.
Guy should be working the
This is all Steven
So
Seagal
you
stuff.
can keep going.
Yeah, he's Steven Seagal at Detroit.
Is that a good thing?
Yes, look at this. We're watching this.
Bye week early, by the way.
Oh, he's meditating?
Yeah, they got week 6 bye week.
Break's over.
Yeah, it's kind of long
Normally in this
season.
situation, we take down
Is that you?
just like this.
Those are my
In this
boots.
case,
I do
In
have
your
tall
pants.
boots, we use a snake
snake in my
in
boot.
the boot.
Oh, that was awesome.
They're playing the
The
Cowboys.
key to defeating a bipedal dolphin is this. Number 1, remove the fish you've been keeping in your pocket.
See that?
Number 2, use it to divert their attention. Number 3, implement
Who is
double
that?
takedown.
Well, that's a guy that's distracted by fish.
We're only on week 8?
Bro, yeah, they did. Yes.
yeah.
All right, we're good. Did you see the Packers?
No.
Oh, boy.
We're only on week 2. Is that one?
Yeah.
I mean, that is.
First 4 weeks were pretty cool, and then
How is Bakhtiari not wearing a knee brace in that video?
He was able to putt pretty hard, so that's good news for his health, I think, going into the season next year. Dude, this is a competition amongst these social media teams.
I like that they're trying, though. Like, yeah, of course. Hey, they all can't be home runs, but even Detroit's. I like that they're trying. It's not the dust guy, whatever he runs. It's not his fault. I mean, I like it.
You should watch his videos though.
I wouldn't watch I would never watch the whole schedule release video ever of all of that, but it was good.
Here's the Packers.
This is Packers.
Yeah. Week 1 and 17, Vikings.
You betcha.
Week 2 and 13.
Like you're playing Top Golf?
He missed
Golden
this.
Tee, dude.
He missed it.
Top golf.
Yeah, Top Golf, yeah.
I had a
Golden
top-
Tee. Kids don't know what Golden Tee even is.
Nah, I did, though.
I had a golden tee in my house there for a bit.
Kids don't know
That
what
was
gold
big.
tee is?
That was a big flex.
That I had one.
No, when people would have it, you'd walk. If someone had a Golden Tee, I'm like, oh, this dude is the president.
This dude doesn't have a family, is what you're thinking when you walk into that house. Oh, a divorced dad or doesn't have a family. Golden tee in the living room. Yeah, and then it's this.
Yeah, it's this the whole time.
18
You get
weeks.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, super boring, but they tried.
Yeah, but you buried the Lions just a little bit ago. Is this it? We're only on week 9?
Yeah, AJ doesn't get it.
The Packers are week 3. You're
I
thinking.
don't get it because the schedule release situation is already something that I struggle with. But
No, go to Ernie. Go to Ernie.
Yep.
This
Oh,
guy
yeah,
created
this
football.
is it.
Ernie
Yeah.
Adams.
wait,
did-
the Patriots they took part.
Yeah, this one will get you fired up.
They
AJ.
kind of mailed it in, but yeah, they did take part. And this one will, to Gumpy's point, get you fired up. Because Ernie Adams, the man who created football alongside Bill Belichick, this dude you're about to listen to, AJ,
It's
and
a big moment in the year.
20 years of
Here we
dominance
have
in the NFL.
2022 New England Patriots schedule. Of course, every player and every coach has a lot of anticipation about this. Here we have
See
it,
that, AJ?
starting week 1 at Miami. So right away, it's going to be hot. Coming back with week 2, September 18th at Pittsburgh. Leading up to another AFC North game, September 25th.
Is he
Against
chewing
the
on
Ravens.
something, or is that how he talks?
This is going to be 60
Werther's
minutes
original.
of hard football. Number 4, going up.
I love
to
the navy blue
Lambeau
gold
Field.
buttons, like the old,
It's in
like your
October,
sophomore in high school
so
with homecoming.
Even in Green Bay, it probably won't be frozen.
That's the
tundra,
uniform.
And it's just
They had to have told him, like, talk like you talk to 3-year-olds.
We got the Lions at 1 o'clock. Again, 2 back-to-back NFC North teams. We only play once every 4 years.
So-
Week 6, going back to Cleveland. Football Sunday in Cleveland is always an exciting time. Everybody's out in brown.
This guy's like
and
fucking
orange.
Bob
I'm sure
Ross.
they'll be ready to
Brown
go.
and orange.
Week 7.
I mean, at least he
we've
gets to
got
the
a
point, though.
night
Like the
game here,
Patriots fan knew before
on
anyone
a,
else who they played.
Monday night against the Bears.
He did this
Week
for
8,
17 games.
Another big game. Division game on the road. Those are always
Think
the
he
critical
wanted to do
ones.
this?
At the Jets.
Sounds
We've had
like it.
a spirited rivalry with the Jets over the
Last year,
years.
yeah, I want to do it.
Coming
Look at the
next
zoom in
week
and out. I mean,
9,
this is
we're at home against the
serious.
Colts. Week 10, bye
Oop.
week. As far as I'm concerned, this is about
Casey
perfect
Neistat.
placement of the bye.
All right,
before
I'm
you
done
go
with
in.
this.
That's tough.
That's what he did. I was like super excited to see his face. Connor sent into the group text. He's not here today. He's at a bachelor party. Hope you're having a good time.
Hey, baby Connor.
He sent in the group, Ernie killed it or whatever. I'm like, fucking Ernie Adams. Here we go. Here's this character that we've heard about who's supposed to be this football czar, basically. He's doing a schedule release. I can't wait to hear it. So I watched that entire thing. I thought at the end he was going to start piecing things together. Look, we got 3-4, 4-3, cover 2 team. We got this. I thought he was going to do that. It was what you just saw the entire time. And everybody has a good season. And he walks out. I'm like, that guy beat everybody's ass for 20 years of football, that guy. And he's just...
He's not giving you any of his secrets. You think Bill's going to let him sit there and talk about anything, any detail of these teams and what they're going to do?
Well, I know, but I was just kind of hoping. You know, my expectations and hopes when I heard Ernie Adams was speaking was that maybe I could learn from him. I didn't learn a fucking thing. You could have said... Connor could have done what he did on there.
Maybe next year Ernie does like he is the dust guy and people come at him and he shows how to disarm them.
It was a send-off for Ernie. It's his last year.
What if he's only the schedule release host for the Patriots for the next 10 years?
Good gig.
That's how we keep him around. All right, Ernie, you did so good last year. Let's do it again.
Bring it back.
All right, so we're playing in New England first, beginning of the season. Going to be hot still. Second week, we're playing. Like, well, I mean, did they tell him not to say anything? Like, hey, we just need you to...
They probably said, like, hey, just say, like, a quick little one-liner about each game. Once you announce, like, what the game is, give us a little tidbit that maybe you know that we don't.
Ernie, I was trying to learn football from that thing. I watched the whole fucking thing. 3 minutes. The whole thing. I'm like, got to be something in here I can learn from Ernie. Got to be something. He's going to give something. Did not. Whole time. Did nothing. Had no idea what it was. But... fucking thank you, Ernie.
Thank you, Ernie. I'm glad they're all doing it. I'm glad everybody now I'm sure people feel like, hey, we have to do something next year for the schedule release.
This has been a couple years. Now.
They're stepping it up, though, now.
Yeah, it feels like more teams are investing in their content teams, I think, which is becoming more of a social presence. So I think as we see that grow and blossom, we'll see these types of things continue to grow. Like, I would assume free agency or a trade announcement from some of these teams is going to be epic during the season now that they have, like, that guy was working at the NFL Films before. Now he's working just for content for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Like, the ideas that these people are probably going to have to announce things are going to be big. I think it's good for the internet. I think it's good for everybody. But some teams need to go back to the drawing board.
Also, the Chargers, like with this, they're going to be taking shots at teams they play when they beat them all year, and like the wrap up videos on Sunday or whatever. Like they'll actually be a fun follow the entire football season.
Which is smart internet, by the way. You're a brand. That's the face, by the way, of the team to a large portion of your audience that will not see any of your games, that are just on the internet. They only know the Chargers as their Twitter handle. Like Chargers, whoever they're promoting, whoever they're posting, whatever stories they're telling, that is all anybody knows. Just like back in the day how, ESPN used to pick and choose what stories to tell. Now each individual team has the ability to do that to a large portion of fans. I think back in the day it was not taken serious. And I'm only saying that because, I'd say to the Colts, like, hey, the Twitter handle, like, you guys should invest in that. Like, I think you guys should, because a lot of people are big Colts fans because how good the team was for a long time from outside. They don't get the local news. They have no idea what's going on. The only way they keep up with the Colts is through the Colts social media. And they had a good team early. I think they've invested in it more. Schedule release.
Took a shot.
Couple shots.
Not their best work, but they were very good through the year. I think teams are starting to recognize that it's a good business decision to get in on social media, and I like that a lot.
Did the Bengals put anything out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clip art.
What you'd expect.
Yeah, here's a Jaguar.
I would imagine their social media team is still in the process of growing.
Yeah, I assume that they still have dial-up internet. So it's hard to upload a good video when you have only 1 month. Because that anime video that the Chargers did, if they tried to upload that with the internet we used to have to use, they'd need a 3 to 4 month run to get on there. The Bengals are working on their interface. Hey, they broke ground.
It is right.
Look at you.
Got to take out of the internet budget to put into the indoor facility budget. So I need you guys just to do the most basic schedule reveal. They still put forth effort, though. They still put forth effort. But the Bengals building an indoor facility. Maybe they're investing in the social media team going forward. Look at the Bengals becoming a 2022 team.
Here we go.
A professional program.
Here we go. Not bad.
Hey, here we go, Cincy.
What do you say, Cincy?
Hey, remember the hell used to talk about the Skyline Chili? Now you got a goddamn team in the Bengals. Hey, Hawkeye Joey Burrow loves the place.
What do you say, Cincy?
Hey, here we go. Cincinnati Reds owner said, what are you going to do? Be a fan of another team? Fuck off.
I don't think so.
It's okay because the Bengals are about to be good for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Got an indoor team. It's like they're a real professional program now.
That's right.
Yeah, because there's a high school in Canada that played football that had an indoor practice facility. The Bengals didn't have it until just now. They're a four-season team, and they made Super Bowl without it. Were they going to be with it? They had to go in between lacrosse and field hockey at the University of Cincinnati's indoor facility 2 weeks before the fucking Super Bowl. Why'd they lose the Super Bowl? Probably because they couldn't get on the fucking field. Now you got an indoor practice facility. Here we go.
Here we go. Give it the times.
Let's get to a break.
They should clip that on the end of their next highlight film they put out.
That's right. We should get their social team some internet, too.
Yeah.
Can we get 100 up, 100 down for the fucking social team?
Look it up right now for you.
Jeez, they got residential internet in there because it's about a fourth of the price.
Get these guys fiber.
Come on.
For Christ's sake.
No, you don't deserve that. You guys are building an indoor facility. You're doing your thing. Cincinnati Bengals don't deserve to be made fun of like that anymore for being a dump of a franchise. With that being said, the Detroit Lions have better odds to win the NFC North than the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, we'll talk about that and more on the other side. We'll have a couple of episodes of T4 for the NHL, which we've got a bunch of Game 7s potentially coming up this weekend, and also on the NBA. We'll be back in 4 minutes. This is the Pat McAfee Show. Feel Good Friday the 13th. Ooh. Spooky, AJ. You scared?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. If you're a scared motherfucker, go to church, dude.
How dumb is it that hotels don't have a 13th floor?
So dumb.
Cruise ships don't either.
Yeah.
So dumb.
You want to roll the dice, dude?
Does anywhere have a 13th floor?
Yes.
I mean, if I build a building, there's going to be, which I'm not, there'll be a 13th floor button in the elevator.
Absolutely.
Whether the floor's there or not.
Listen, everybody with a brain knows they're on the 13th floor, okay? You can't just go 12 to 14. We know. We actually just think you had an autocorrect error when you do that.
That's a good point.
How about people being that superstitious, by the way?
Yeah.
Billions and billions of dollars being built in these buildings. They're like, whoa. Don't test fate. Let's not. No 13th floor. Fucking idiots.
Don't dance with the devil.
Break.
But with that being said, I'm not going to any 13th floor.
No, not a chance.
Why roll the dice?
Yeah, and I'm not in it. See you in 4 minutes. This is a big fucking fire. We are in the back corner of that building that is at the bottom there. That smoke smells. Huh?
Yeah.
The paint from that place, the utilities, the plastic.
All the good stuff, yeah.
That's all just floating right into us.
Yeah.
The guy just came to the building. If the fire moves a little more this way, we have to evacuate.
Yeah, it's got to be like the air conditioning units or something up there.
It's currently under investigation right now. It did spread to the roof and to the air conditioning heating unit up on the roof.
John Robinson says,
Holy shit.
Whoa.
holy
Or
fuck.
something like...
What was the explosion, you think?
They're doing a bunch of fire hydrants out there, so maybe the top of the lid fell off. I don't know.
I don't.
Dude, it was loud.
That's not came from right there.
They just put the fire out. Fire's out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Forget all about that. You're like, I can do that again.
So we just lost power in the middle of one of the greatest promos in the history by pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. Kimura Usman. He literally just cut a promo about what it's like to walk to the ring.
Some guys, they stay afraid and they just kind of get smaller and smaller. But as for guys like myself, as you get closer, this alpha, this giant, this lion, you know, this god-like figure per se starts to grow and grow and grow and grow. And then they grease me up, and then I step up there, and then I pray for myself, and then I pray for that guy.
And I got like chills almost while he was talking about it. And right before he was about to kind of put a bow on it, the entire thing just shut down. There's a fire right next door. Let's assume they cut off all the electricity. We're fucked. Probably for the next few hours. That's good. Hey, boys, we handled it. Good show. The ticker's still kicking. Hey, let's type something on his ticker. So just go on your computer. Yeah, I'll type in the show.
You want me to email Sirius?
Please do.
Okay.
You want to just who's going to see a letter? Yeah, because this probably can take a little bit. Call off this lost. Bill! Yeah. This thing just froze. Oh, jeez. This is great.
He said the fire department just cut it. They have no idea how long.
That was really good by Usman, too. All of the power in our office just went out. Unexpected, out of nowhere. This shit is getting real out here. Hope everybody's okay. Obviously, they got the fire contained, which is good news. But we apologize for the show ending abruptly out of nowhere. No injuries, I believe, is what's being reported. The fire was massive. We all had to huff like paint and shit from the fire right next to our studio. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Cheers. A couple quick questions, though, that we have to get cleared up.
Okay.
You walk into a store, okay, and it's like a farming store.
Oh man.
Okay.
This is new. This is new to me.
No, I think you'll get it right.
Okay.
I think you'll get it right.
Tractor Supply.
Tractor Supply. There's a John Deere tractor right here, and then there's a Bobcat tractor right here. Which one are you more likely to purchase, Matt?
John Deere.
Oh, yeah!
My dad had one growing up.
Oh, all you need to know. That is all you need to know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that was the only question.
Holy shit.
All right, that was the most important part of this whole thing.
Super Bowl for sure.
Yeah.
Bucket.
Super Bowl. Do you want to guarantee a Super Bowl or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Come on. What's up? This is called Could I Be Quarterback in the USFL? Basketball shot. Take one. You tell me.
Hell yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. Feel Good Friday, the 13th of May, 2022 would be the year. If you're watching this in the future, watch something else.
Hell yeah.
Show ain't that good. The Toss the Table is here at Ty Schmidt, at Bubba Gumpino, in place of at Boston Connor, who is at a bachelor party this week.
Yeah, baby, do us proud, lad.
Yep. Do us proud, stay alive, do all that stuff, be smart. You know, let's not end up making any headlines down
Don't
there.
get arrested.
All right, the mullet is pretty recognizable these days.
Is he in America?
Yeah, especially with where he's headed. I think he's going to be.
Yeah.
I believe he's going to be spotted a few times. I hope he has a great weekend. To my left, your right, AJ Hawk. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another sports show that has been captivating the entire sports globe, because the way things are broken down by this man are so spectacular and stupendous that even a child could understand it. The same ones that Ernie Adams was speaking to in the schedule release video. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another episode of T4 Tons Tasty Tournament Time.
We do like to keep it simple here, and we do like to recap things that are happening in these tournaments, Pat.
Atta baby Tone.
Last night, Luka, a dog. Luka forces a Game 7 against the Phoenix Suns. Luka went for 33, I believe. Put the Mavs on his back, so they'll be going back to Phoenix for a Game 7 this weekend.
Saw stat with at least 3 games played and potential lose divisional go home games. He has the most points per average of anybody in the history of the game.
39, I believe.
Dog.
39.
Dog.
The Suns were supposed to rout them, weren't they?
Yes. They were before the playoffs started, the Suns were the favorite to win the NBA championship.
Dog.
Let that sink in. In the other game last night.
Guten. No, he's not from Germany.
No,
he's from somewhere else. Where is he from?
Slovenia.
What language do they speak? Slovenian?
I believe so. No, I believe it's Slovenian.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to Slovenia for giving us Luka.
Guten Dog, though, is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'm going to call Gunter. I'm calling Gunter that tonight. Yeah, that's happening tonight for sure. If he's on the show, I don't know if Gunter
About Ciampa.
Well, Ciampa's on Raw.
Follow the
program.
Yeah, he is very Italian.
You're in T4. I don't want to derail T4. Sorry.
Well,
it's underailable.
No, yeah, you're right, because it is off the rails. That is Tons Tasty Tournament Talk. Let's get back in there, though. The dog, Luka, one of the greats in the history of the game, already on one stat, with 3, though, being the needed number. It's interesting. He's going to have to
slow. Yeah, you cannot kill what's already dead. The other game last night, Heat.
What does that mean?
And Sixers. Speaking of dead, the Sixers are dead. James Harden took 2 shots in the second half of a potential go-home game. I mean, the Philly fans are not exactly thrilled with what they've gotten Jimmy Harden.
You're saying Philly's a little fickle because just a couple of days ago, Jimmy Harden had 31 points and he was all the way back. Him and Joel Embiid run the pick and roll 1-5. How you doing? Keep it moving.
That seemed like when you're in the hospital and someone's about to die and they get this moment of clarity right before they die. That seemed like the 31 points that James Harden did the other night.
Oh.
Ben Simmons liked to tweet, too.
A couple of them.
Throwing shade at Harden and the Sixers.
Just rehab the back, Ben.
Jimmy Butler was also throwing a lot of shade.
I've tried my best not to, because of everything going on with Ben Simmons, and we don't know what is happening in between his ears, and obviously it's a lot of pressure. See, also, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not be liking tweets. You're not the Charger social media team. Okay? Let's fucking hit the ice and stem. Let's get let's do the rollers. Let's do the whole thing. You like that Skip Bayless? James Harden typically no-showed in the second half of the closeout game. Now he's mostly just another Jim Harden. Wow. Ben Simmons eventually will make this trade look so foolish with a PH for Philly. What a fanatical statement with a PH by Skip Bayless. And shout out to Ben Simmons being like, yes, I follow Skip. He doesn't have to at me. I will like this tweet if people are sending it to me. But Jim Harden does seem to be.
Embiid took a shot.
How do we
at
take
him
two
too,
shots
as well? He didn't. I don't think if he meant to do it, but the way he said it.
It was like at this stage of his career type
He's like
conversation.
he's more of a facilitator now. He's not what he was with Houston anymore.
I read that. That's definitely James Harden will absolutely take that as a shot.
Nah, James Harden's too high.
He'll opt in for 45 M's. He's all right.
He usually shoots 60 times a game. How do you only shoot twice in the second half?
Because he's a facilitator. He's trying not to be so ball heavy. He's trying to better his game for Philly, but these Philly people don't care. They don't care about old Jim Harden. Fucking basic ass Jim Harden is what Skip Bayless said. This guy's just another fucking Jim.
Such a shot.
Some random Jim Harden. Skip Bayless is a 90-year-old sitting at his home watching that game. This ain't James Harden. This is a neighbor down the street. Guy fucking gets sugar from Jim Harden right down the fucking road. He could probably beat James Harden right now. That's what Skip. Is that what goes through Skip Bayless's mind?
Yeah, for sure.
And Ben Simmons is like, preach. Haven't played in 2 years. Skip, let it go. Hey Ben, let's get back on the court.
Tonight we have 2 game 6s. We have the Celtics at Milwaukee. Milwaukee's up 3-2, so the Celtics have to win to force a game 7 this weekend. And then we have Memphis.
Celtics aren't going to win that, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, hammer it. They should have won the other
The series
night. They
seems
blew it.
destined to go 7.
Bucks Warriors finals.
What's that?
Bucks Warriors final. Is that what we're looking
We were just
at?
talking about the Celtics winning tonight.
Whoever wins Bucks Celtics is going to the finals. And then the other side, everyone thinks Warriors, but man.
You guys think Jimmy Butler's just going to roll over and die?
He's a dog.
Dog.
With
They might have
just
some
Jimmy
time
Butler,
off.
the Bucks will steamroll the Heat.
What's your deal?
He got the Bucks number, dude.
What happened in the playoffs last year?
Well, Jimmy Butler's moving coffee, fucking making things happen.
Lowry's out. I mean, the Heat are good, but they're not the Bucks.
All right.
If Milton comes back, yeah. The second game 6
But you just
tonight,
said that the Celtics are going to beat the Bucks.
I think whoever wins between the Celtics and Bucks goes to the finals.
Celtics beat the Heat. He beat Celtics.
Celtics beat the Heat.
You got no respect for James Butler.
No, he doesn't.
Wow.
But he got no respect all year.
Well, I'll tell you why.
1 seed.
That's a miserable city, mostly.
So miserable.
Miami?
Yeah, I mean, I guess they have good times at night, but our entire experience there, everybody that was there was not happy to be there.
No one's happy.
They were not happy.
Really?
Everybody that lives there, works there, not happy to be there. From our experience, personally. They did not enjoy it.
I love Miami.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
I like a city that's like 30, 45 minutes to the north. That's my city.
Lottie Dottie.
Fucking Lottie Dottie.
Oh, yeah.
Lottie Dottie's a good city. Miami's a good time. I think everybody's trying to move there. Honestly, that's why I was so surprised whenever we went there and everybody we encountered was miserable that worked there.
It was really weird.
Probably because they were working. If you're not,
Yeah.
if you're not working, it's probably a great time. If you're working, you're like, oh, I'm a fucking sucker. I gotta do all this. They were not happy. It was interesting. It was in the arena as well. It was one of those. It was an interesting situation. Yeah. Maybe that's why they won't win it all, but maybe that's why they do win it all.
Or maybe.
Maybe it's why I like Jimmy Butler. I'm always betting on Jimmy Butler.
He is a dog.
Dog.
And then Golden State and Memphis tonight to see if there's a game 7 in that one. See if Memphis can do it without Ja. They've been very, very good without. So that's NBA. We go to the ice.
John ran out the rest of the playoffs because
bruised knee, which you don't get from someone
Bone
grabbing
bruise.
it.
Bone bruise hurts so fucking bad. So, have you ever had one?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Sucks. Brutal. Yeah.
Can't rehab it either. It's just like you just gotta wait for the bone.
Nothing you can do. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts until it hurts a little less. That's pretty much what it is.
I guess. Did you play on it?
Yeah. I didn't want. I mean, I wouldn't choose to, but yeah.
No Toradol?
No, they don't have. I mean, it was never an option.
With a bone bruise, you would think Toradol would at least be an option. You know what I mean? You would think that would at least be something. Did you take an Advil, a couple fucking Advil, and just went out there and ran your head into things?
Yeah, like 4 Advil for a game. That was usually my thing.
See, you're trying to take a Toradol. They fucking I'll take 5 Tylenol, 4 Advil, but I won't do Toradol. You know what I mean? I'm not touching Toradol or whatever. That had to hurt so bad. Bone bruises hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I think obviously some are worse than others. I don't know how you decide, or how they know, how serious it is compared to another. But I would imagine, especially playing basketball, stopping and cutting and doing that seems impossible to me. That's the hardest thing is your joints, especially as you get older. And if you have a bone bruise or some cartilage, trying to stop and start on a basketball court like that when your feet are jammed into the court, it's just. You better feel pretty good because that's going to hurt all night.
So normally that comes from a hyperextension, right? Bones hit each other when they're not supposed to hit each other. They're supposed to be like meniscus or something in between, and then bones end up bumping into each other, and then all of a sudden it's a bone bruise, and then it's in between both of them. So then you basically have it on two different bones that are running into each other. Imagine running on wood with that. It sounds like it's not possible. They're saying he's out. They ain't going to be able to come back. I guess they have ruled it to be too severe. That's a shame because he was owning the playoffs, and he was becoming a megastar right in front of all of our eyes almost.
Yeah, he's a dog. Big-time dog.
Coach JB said, with a bone bruise and missing. Sounds like.
Yes. I've watched a few of JB's videos talking about the NBA and different things. Yeah, it's interesting out there.
BMK.
Yeah, he thinks there are a lot of bitch-made cats in the NBA.
Yes, Ja cannot run on the wood. A lot of hockey players said he wouldn't be able to skate on the ice tonight either.
Whoa,
we got 3 game
6s
tonight. Like I said, I already got 3 game 7s on Saturday. Saturday we got Bruins and Canes, Tampa and Toronto, LA and Edmonton for the game 7s. Tonight, Pens Rangers kicks us off.
Come on,
game
lads.
6.
Let's go.
In the fucking paint can.
Let's go. Penn's getting a goal and a half, but granted it's -2.6.
Yeah.
I got him in money. I took their money line -104. I don't love it. I don't like it. Sidney Crosby not playing, but he did skate this morning.
So
hey,
can they win without him?
Well, yes, they have won with him in the past, but this is the playoffs. Everybody always does all these records. Like for instance, with Ja in the regular season. 22-5 with them. It's like playoffs, different basketball. Hockey, same thing. Without Sid during the regular season, they've actually won without him because they've had to because he's been injured in the past with spinal things and other stuff. It's like, I understand what you're saying, but in the playoffs, you need a fucking closer. You need a guy that can do everything right. And Sid has been that guy for us. Maybe Gino steps up there and becomes that guy tonight, right, Nick?
It's possible he tends to step up when Crosby's out, but this is asking a whole awful lot.
He's been playing well. Gino's been dishing apples all series.
He's also taking some dumb penalties, and he's
that's Gino.
He's
cross-check the guy right in front of the ref, right in the mouth.
Gino's a lot more high risk. Sid's going to take care of the puck at both ends of this. Gino's thinking goal.
No, I concur. I agree completely. But after listening to Rupp talk about how they are certainly just trying to drive up penalties for other people, like that is a strategy. Oh, Gino, a little fiery. We'll give him a little extra shot. Yeah. He would probably turn around and cross-check us right in the mouth, and we'll get a 2-minute penalty. We'll have a power play, and in the fucking playoffs, power plays.
Lethal.
That's how you win and lose, basically. So Gino needs. Hey, listen, I respect Gino. He's a dog. Paid a lot of money. Very good at hockey. Still has a lot of grit and will fight you. Like that is something he will do. But we can't be giving up power plays. We can't be doing that, especially when Sid's not in. We're already on a power play. We don't have Sid.
I agree.
Okay, that's our whole goddamn salary cap. Worthy. Because this guy's the greatest of all time, and he's out because Trouba's a fucking cheap shot artist.
It would be nice to end that tonight and not have to go to a game 7 with potential Louis Domingue in that.
Whoa.
Panthers are at the Caps tonight.
Is he playing tonight or Jari?
King Domingue's in.
Domingue is in.
BDD.
He'll be flashing the leather once again.
That's right.
I mean, without sitting there, don't you think old buddy from the Rangers, old Skirchkin, might stand on his head?
Maybe, but Gensel's had his number because Sid's been able to make him look so goddamn good.
Here's the thing. At 5-on-5, so outside of penalty kill and power play, with Crosby on the ice, the Penguins have 53 scoring chances to the Rangers 18.
Jeez.
And that's because he's shutting it down on the other end as well. He's going back, stealing it, and then creating
He's been absolutely dominant in the series. His line in general, they've rolled. And will they be that same way with Malkin? Hard to tell.
I hope so. Gino's good. Great.
I got.
Yeah, he's awesome, isn't he? Like if he wasn't playing with Sid,
He'd be the star of a
he's
team.
one of the premier guys in the league, isn't he?
Yes, he'd be a star of a team. He'd be their guy, which is
He
also
is a star with Sid too, so that's saying a lot.
It's a cool thing that he's willing to do what he's been able to do this entire time, knowing that Sid's going to be the guy. But Sid isn't like a big like he's not promote. I don't think he's over promoted over Gino, if that makes sense. Just by us in different ways.
What if Mario puts his skates on tonight?
Oh, lace him up, big guy.
Hammer it, dude.
Other games are Panthers at Caps and Dallas at Calgary. Calgary at Dallas, sorry.
Good luck to everybody.
Lads.
Good luck, boys.
Come on, lads.
That was a good transition into T4 Tone Stacy tournament talk. We'll be transitioning in hour 3 next. You did a good transition in the middle of that.
Thank you.
I mean, I rated 0-0s there. I felt pretty good about it. Who knows if our clock's on and off because it lost power yesterday. A lot of people are telling us to get a generator. I think that fucking got cut too, man. I don't know what to tell you. They try to get all power away from the building and the sparks. What a crazy day yesterday, AJ.
I mean, so they put the fire out. Can people still live in that building? Do you know anything about it?
Displaced, I believe they called. I listened to firefighters.
Well, things got to have water damage if they put a fire out on the roof.
Yeah.
Well, when Station 7 and 20 showed up, they attacked it quickly. There's only a few apartments, 12, I believe, out of the whole building that were affected with some flooding. There's been some people that have been displaced. The power came back on last night. That thing could have got ugly quick, though.
Oh, yeah.
That thing could have got really ugly really quick.
Do you know what happened? How it started?
They're saying a roof shed or something like that. Something happened. There's electrical. They don't know yet. They'll do a full investigation.
Smoking weed up in the roof shed.
Well, we had our eyes on Mitt. He was not.
We did. He wasn't.
Good.
But shout out to the firefighters, by the way.
Shout out. That is true, though. Anytime you see a fire truck pull up, it's usually just like, okay, like nothing. I mean, when you went outside yesterday and actually saw how much that fire was raging, it was like, holy shit, if they don't get on top of this quickly, like this is going to turn very bad.
I mean,
very
we were
quickly.
eating it in here, lads. I haven't smelled smoke like that in quite some time.
Yeah, it was good. Did it feel like you
That
were
was
back? A little
that
nostalgia?
smelled like the old welder smoke.
So you get a little welder smoke during the day,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
what, paint and plastic and everything that we were smelling that was burning in here. And a generator or transformer blew up on air. We heard that. That's probably blowing in here.
Are you sure? I thought that was a fire hydrant.
It's actually unconfirmed still.
That was confirmed.
Yeah.
I think the fire department actually said.
They said they have no idea what it was.
The fire department actually said, well, we got a pretty good chuckle out of the fire hydrant comment. But Bruce was actually outside watching it, saw it blow up, and then saw a lot of people go, hey, get back, get out of here.
Get to the end of the block.
I guess it was becoming quite a scene while we were in here just, what's going on? Reports everybody's okay. The firefighters did their thing. That was very impressive that they were able to put that out and kind of isolate that as quick as they were able to do it. Because with that smoke, you see it on TV, I feel like, and I wonder why it is. I would have, like, if you're indecisive, I guess, as a fire, if you're like, oh, we should let this get to here or whatever, they just attacked that thing. I mean, they went right up, right into, like, where the fire
On
was.
top of the ladder, right? They had to extend the ladder all the way to the roof
Yeah.
and they shot it from there.
Yeah, but they went after it, and I think they circled it. They did, like, it feels like they did the right thing. And then this beautiful mustache man gave an interview immediately afterwards and was like, home run, home run. We already called Red Cross. They're talking to him. When 7 and 20 showed up, they were able to contain it. As more came on, sweating with the helmet still on, cuts a promo about what just took place. It was amazing. Great work by the firefighters. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, we don't know why our power and everything is directly connected to that apartment, and the building that we're attached to over here had power.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I thought they might have shut the grid down there in that area, but you're saying the guy next to you had power.
Only 2 buildings.
We shared
But was it a generator power?
We shared the same transformer.
Yeah, we share the same everything, I guess, with that building, and they shut everything down.
You got it. Are you putting a big generator at the igloo?
Thunderdome? Yes.
Yeah.
We're triple stamping the double stamp up at the Thunderdome. It's getting a little pricey, but I feel like in the long run, we'll be like, yeah, that was a smart decision.
I mean, with tornadoes and everything that happened around there, it's probably a safe bet.
Thunderdome might be the best place on earth to be if there is a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Is there a dungeon in there, like a basement?
Well, just think about the way it's built.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it's built is basically to
Tornadoes
withstand.
can't hit circle
Feels like,
buildings.
I don't know if they can't hit it, but it feels like it is a well designed to kind of stay out of the. It's a dome. I mean, we were going into a fucking dome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
There's also a graveyard outside, so if things do go south, it's very convenient.
It's a garden. That's a garden.
It's spooky.
They got a cross.
What do you
on
mean?
How many bodies?
It's a tomato garden. It sure looks like a cemetery.
You might want to get a backhoe out there and check it out.
Should.
Well, I don't know how many fucking skeletons that old church got under there, but I don't need to be digging them up.
No.
That ain't my job. I will be taking the garden out, though. See ya. We don't need tomatoes.
Good
we'll
idea.
Buy local. We'll buy local.
You don't want to grow some
You hate
fresh
the earth,
heirlooms?
obviously.
I hate what?
You hate the earth.
No, I respect the earth to know that our tomatoes ain't gonna be worth a fuck. And the earth,
We respect the farmers here.
exactly. The earth would be
Thank you, farmers.
disrespected by how poorly we would treat the garden.
We don't
So-
need tomatoes grown with human body parts as fertilizer.
Yeah, this ain't Waterloo, Iowa. John
Whoa,
Wayne Gacy.
whoa, whoa,
Let's get to a
whoa.
break. We're back in 2 minutes. Hour 3 is
That's
on the other
scumbag.
side.
Unnecessary.
We got Ian Rappaport joining us from a booze bag golf trip.
Geez.
He's going to have no information. We'll probably be informing him about stuff, but maybe some news will break on the other side. Good conversation as we wrap up this Feel Good Friday, the 13th of May. You are the best people on earth. See you in 2.
Hello, my name is Evan Fox, and I am a Lions fan.
Foxy loses.
Biggest joke of a franchise ever, dude. Your team blows.
Lions fucking stink.
Oh, shut up, Fox. Lions fucking stink. The Lions fucking stink, Foxy. Get out of town.
Get out of here with that Lions bullshit, Foxy.
Lions fucking stink, bro.
Foxy, dude. Download FanDuel Sportsbook. The Lions are 11-6 against the spread.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat
What the fuck are
McAfee
you
Show
doing?
starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to that show. Hour 3 on this beautiful Feel Good Friday, the 13th of May, 2022, shall begin immediately following this beat drop from a guy named Twine. There was, Here we go. To my left, your right, AJ Hawk, the Toxic Table. Instead of Boston Connor, it's the ever-toxic at Bubba Gumpino, rocking incredible chains with a great beard. Great to see you, Dolphins fam. Hey, fins up.
Hell yeah.
Fins up.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Dolph fam.
Hell yeah.
At Ty Schmidt is here, obviously Yankee and Packer fan. Great to see you. John Wayne Gacy from Iowa, born and raised in Iowa, learned everything he did in Iowa.
Nope. Des Plains, Illinois. Z, you're never going to get rid of that.
Nope.
He did murder a lot of people in Illinois, but he
Because
started.
Waterloo let him go.
Yeah, Waterloo let him out. And the whole thing-
Anamosa let him
Well,
go.
that's the state pen, but he was arrested for what he did in Waterloo, Iowa, where he started his entire criminal
Man of the
reign.
year. Man of the year. Don't forget that.
Developed there.
He was man of the year in jail, actually. It wasn't at Waterloo.
Thank you.
Yeah, in
Man
Iowa.
of the
Thank
year
you.
in
Because he
jail.
built a beautiful golf course at Anamosa.
In the jail, he built
Yeah.
a 9-hole golf course.
Yeah.
What do you use to fertilize that?
Well, that's what we're saying, and that's what Waterloo is potentially to blame for.
But
At
Chicken
Ton
Little.
Diggs is here, but Des Plains, Illinois is where he really got terrible. At Ton Diggs is here as well. I want to talk about how many teams, the teams that have national games, because there's a lot of teams have 5 primetime games. This is huge. The Bengals, congrats to them getting an indoor facility. 5 primetime games after going to the Super Bowl. Joey Burrow, Jamar Chase, must-see TV. Also, Teddy Karras, the center for the Bengals. Must-see TV, fresh out of Indy. Chargers, Eagles, Niners, Pats, Cowboys, Rams, Bucks, Broncos, Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Packers. I think the only team that we'd say, what? The Eagles, right?
Yeah.
The Eagles and the Bengals, this would be a, oh my God, why are they getting 5 primetime games? But the Steelers could also fall into that, I guess, as well at this point.
I assume the Steelers is strictly because of the market and how many fans they have, so they'll get eyes on that. I assume Philly's the same reason.
The Eagles are strictly because they're NFC East. I think, and that's where the Cowboys are home, and the Cowboys are getting a lot of national or primetime games, national televised games. Let's go to the 4: the Titans, the Colts, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. That's not bad.
Yeah, here we go.
That's not bad. The Bears have 3, the Ravens have 3, the Saints have 3, the Browns have 2, Washington has 2, Dolphins have 2, Seattle has 2, the Vikings have 2, and the Texans have 2, the Texans have 1, Jags have 1, Panthers have 1, Giants have 1, Falcons have 1, and the Jets have 1, which lead me to a text that I got from Michael Cole. He goes, Jets have 1 national game? Fuck these idiots. And he said, these guys are all assholes. And he said, that's why I like baseball. Quote me on your show. So I think a lot of fans that only have like 1 primetime national game or 0 for the Lions, not that the Lions have a lot of national fans that are outside of the market or whatever, but some fans are only going to get to see their team 1 time literally all year because of the way the whole thing's set up, unless they get Sunday ticket and they can watch every single one of them. I feel like this used to mean more, still means something though, I guess, AJ Hawk.
It definitely still means something because it's crazy how many more people, I guess, do see those primetime games when people make a play. But doesn't with the Lions, I would assume they're playing on Thanksgiving Day. That's not considered primetime. Wouldn't they be the only game on?
So primetime, I think, is night, I believe.
Yeah.
But
After 5 o'clock.
But they have a national game, I guess, which is, and Thanksgiving has more eyes than some primetime games.
Yeah, that's the only one I care about. I love that game.
Yeah, because we're being handed that game because you've kind of forced the NFL's hand in.
We will take it.
Has there ever been a thought of taking that game away?
From the Lions?
Just the NFL in general.
Maybe give it to the Dolphins?
Or just a different team.
Maybe give it to the Colts?
This show cannot
Colts
get loud
would be
about
sweet.
this.
No, we should get. Why are the Lions on Thanksgiving?
It's just a handout.
Because isn't Thanksgiving like a celebration?
Yeah.
Why are we celebrating America's sport?
Turkey?
Yeah.
I think I'm wrong here. I was told my whole life it's because of the relationship with the Fords. But I don't think that's right anymore. Yeah. Because we have such
I saw a lot of Genesis commercials. What was that, last year?
Yeah.
2 years
I
ago?
saw some sweet halftime performances
And
by
don't
Genesis.
the Cowboys have a big relationship with Ford as well?
Was that Monday Night Football, what you just said?
Pre-recorded. There's pre-recorded they go to.
Yeah, those were awesome there for a bit. Speaking of, the Jacksonville Jaguars have not been on Monday Night Football for 11 consecutive years.
Thank you, Trevor Lawrence.
No, they're still not.
Still not. Oh, I thought you said they had a Monday night game.
No, they're still not. This is 11. This marks the 11th straight year where Duval will not have a presence at all on Monday Night Football. Field Yates, who works for ESPN, who Monday Night Football has had for a long time, says a quirky streak. Quirky streak continues. 2022 marks the 11th straight season that the Jaguars will not play on Monday Night Football. Fascinating. It's almost like, this is a design and on purpose. But if the Jacksonville Jaguars with Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence turn it around, which they could, let's assume they'll get more primetime games, just like all these other teams that have next to no primetime games. Surprising team, put that back up there. I think there's a couple surprising ones. Can you put I think the Washington Commanders, because everybody talks about how big their fan base is. Doesn't everybody always talk about how big their fan base is? Big fan base. The Carolina Panthers, I think that's kind of expected because they're in turnover, but you would think Tepper would be swinging harder a little bit for more primetime games with how much money he said he's going to invest into the league. Seahawks, another one. Browns, another. There's some big fan bases, I think, that are not getting as many primetime games as other teams. And then you look at, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Sorry, Zeke. The Bears are getting 3 primetime games?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Do you remember how boring and terrible they were to watch as a football team last year? In a full turnover with the coaching staff, and who knows what's going to happen. I saw their schedule released. Not bad. A lot of talent, a lot of trick shots or whatever. But that feels a little surprising to me, even though Chicago's the 3rd largest city in America.
But I think they also benefit from, they're probably going to play the Packers on either Sunday night or Monday night or something like that, and then they have the Thursday. But don't you think some of these teams, too, it's not technically a primetime game, but if you get that America's Game of the Week slot with either, whoever Fox's number one crew or Romo and Nance, that's kind of a trade-off almost, isn't it?
I think so. And with Sunday Ticket, you can watch anything, I guess, and I guess it's not affordable for everybody, but we're going to see a lot of great football games. Let's hear what's going on behind the scenes from a man who is not working today. Harry Potter, Pez dispenser. Now he's on a golf trip. He was skiing a couple weeks ago. Can't wait for this guy to get back into NFL football so we can have some news. But maybe he's got some that have been cooking on the golf course. Ladies and gentlemen, senior NFL insider for the NFL Network, host of the weekly wrap-up with Rap Sheet and Friends, us being the friends, he being Rap Sheet. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rappaport. This guy.
Wow.
This guy. Ian, are you ever going to work
I worked 3 days this week. I know. I'm taking a little bit of break. I'm on a golf trip in Keel Island with my boys, my high school buddies. We're playing a big match. We won the first 18, which is kind of nice. South Carolina. A lot of nice courses. Playing the Ocean Course tomorrow. A lot of good stuff going on.
I believe, and I don't want to give away Connor's location. You're on the same island as Boston Connor right now. Hope you two run into each other. Yes.
Are we hanging? Wow.
I don't know if he's gonna.
I mean, you think he's gonna hit me up?
They're definitely golfing. I don't know if they're playing the Ocean Course.
Yeah, I don't know if they're playing on Rappaport's course. I'm not 100% sure the Boston Connor crew is in there. But anyways, you see him, make sure he's safe. What am I talking about?
It'll be interesting to see, just based on our friendship, like, are we, like, does he hit me up? Is he like, hey, bro, let's hang out. Let's maybe hit some balls. Like, you think, like, that's what I'm kind of curious about. Like, where are we as, in our friendships?
Well, maybe he'll force you to follow him publicly.
Like someone who will remain nameless did?
No, that was an awesome moment. I'm a big fan, actually. I think he's very talented, but you looked uncomfortable. You handled it very well. I think
the best thing, I appreciate it. The best thing is that if you watch the video closely, you can hear my wife go, oh, blank, because she realizes that I've been busted for not following this dude.
Yeah, it's not. No, listen. He's talented. He deserves a follow, but that is an uncomfortable conversation to be had on camera, and I respect the hell out of it. Huh?
Who?
Joe Moore.
Oh, okay. Just trying to, for the fans that don't know, I just want them to know. Get in on the joke.
We all saw it.
Yeah.
We all saw it. We're happy because these are two forces on the internet that we both follow. We all follow. Finally coming together in one awkward moment on a red carpet. I mean, it was...
Worlds collide.
It was perfect for everybody, I thought. But I seen you. You handled it well. You're a professional. But you appeared to be a bit sober. Was the Kentucky Derby a booze bag event for you or not? Because we got some videos behind the scenes of you housing whiskey, but it didn't appear that was the case publicly.
I mean, look, I had a couple drinks, I would say. At that point, early in the day, I had not, so I was very sober on the red carpet. After the red carpet, did I have a couple drinks? Maybe. Did we down a tequila shot in our suite with the Nelk brothers or whatever the name?
Nelk boys. Jeez, have some respect, please.
My guys, they're my new friends.
Did you follow them?
My new friends. No, on Instagram, not on Twitter.
You guys do similar stuff.
Yeah, you and the Nelk boys. By the way, the Nelk boys have, crushed it in Rappaport. Let's get to you before you start, hacking the hell out of that Key Island course. Is there anything going on in the NFL that we need to know about other than social media teams and content teams crushing last night and embarrassing other content teams and media teams from around the NFL?
Other than me and Schefter being an anime in the Chargers schedule release video, you mean? That was definitely the highlight, I would say. Have you seen that?
I was a fucking anime in it. I was an anime in it as well. You hear me?
I didn't see you. Were you in that video?
Yeah, I didn't have to split half the screen either. I mean, I was a fool. You know what I mean?
Is that you?
All right, shut up, Ian. Ian, let's get into the news. All right, is there anything going on around?
What's going on now is, there's a lot of rookie.
Oh, he has the bag. Is that a backpack? Is that a backpack? What do you got in there? Like some goodies?
Golf bag.
I got No. Golf bag's here. Here's my guys getting ready.
You got a backpack.
Hey, let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
Who's got the roller back there?
He's got the Bud Lights, dude.
You guys are rolling out.
I got the golf bag over there.
Who's got the
roller?
Theragun too.
The roller's not for me. Do I look like someone who'd have a roller?
First thing AJ saw, who the fuck is rolling?
Who's rolling?
Yeah, no,
that's first tee.
No. That's my friend Hacker. He's got some back work to do.
Hey, Hacker can really hack it though.
Baby Hacker.
Hey, baby Hacker. Baby Hacker.
They're clapping for you now, Hacker.
Great golf name. Tell him. Great golf.
What's the other guy's name?
What's
that? You have golf. Does everybody have golf nicknames or
Hacker, Slicer?
No, that's his actual name.
Oh.
No, it's not like we don't have it's not like Pull Hook and Hacker. No, like Hacker's his actual name.
All right, well, awesome. I wish we were there. It would be a lot of fun, but we work. Okay, what are we doing in the NFL? Is there anything going on in the NFL right now behind the scenes that you know about?
So there's some rookie signings, which is not exciting. Trevor Penning signed today.
Hey, here we go.
Junior signed today.
We know what team he plays for. Here we go.
Saints.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Derek Stingley, the
LSU
Texans #3 overall pick, he signed.
That a
So,
baby.
like, it's more like housekeeping, I would say, than anything else. And and then for like, there's still it's unbelievable. I was looking at it the other day. So many veteran free agents who are still out there, like Jarvis Landry. Does he end up signing with the Ravens or whoever, the Saints? And there's so many of those, and it's late, but that's kind of what's going on now.
Okay, whenever you talk about those rookie contracts, are they all guaranteed? It feels like everybody's contract is guaranteed. Was that the new CBA, and is that something that is just new, and I didn't realize before? Because good for all of them.
Well, every year it's basically a fight from these agents to get as many fully guaranteed as you can, right? So for a lot of years, it was like if you were the 21st pick, you'd be fully guaranteed. If you're the 22nd pick, you wouldn't be. But now, like I think if I remember correctly, the 32nd pick was Lewis Seen, is also fully guaranteed. You have the whole first round fully guaranteed, which everyone, we all sort of joke about how these rookie contracts negotiate themselves and there's nothing to do. Like agents have actually done a good job. Like all of these first rounders now are fully guaranteed, which is something.
Certainly something. I think it's good money for them. AJ got, how many did he get? 120 million?
Yeah, something like that.
He was number 5 overall. He bought all of Green Bay and Columbus, and he opened the chop house that Urban would inevitably fail in.
I actually looked up AJ's career earnings yesterday, and because it came up in conversation with my crew. It was impressive. Nice job.
Why are you guys talking about AJ? This is awesome. What was it?
Why are we talking about him, or what was his career earnings?
Both. See, all of the above.
We were talking about him because I was mentioning we were at a bar last night, and someone came up to me and said, "Yeah, I mean, it was our third bar we went to. Anyway, I recognize you from the Pat McAfee Show." That's what some of my fans come up and say now. They recognize me from the show, and my friends were talking about it, and then one of them was like, "Who's the other guy?" And it was like, "That's AJ Hawk." And he was like, "Oh, how about that?" So anyway.
How much?
And then we looked up your career earnings.
Good? Really good?
I mean, I think it was, I don't want to speak the man's salary on air, but it was not, man's doing well.
How much? Was it over 100? Was it under 100?
Not even close. Everything's relative, Ian. This is stupid. Ian, are you ever off the clock?
So
I know these guys
mad.
joke about you and you're boozing all the time, whatever. Are you ever off the clock, though? I would assume you're going back and forth with coaches, GMs, scouts, agents, mainly a lot of your sources.
Yeah, I mean, even now, like, I'm on this trip now, but like 2 rookie signings on the first 18 holes. And one of the weird things, but it's sort of like my life, is like people text me no matter what. So like schedules getting released yesterday.
So cool.
The amount of texts I got about like, why are we playing this many primetime games, or why is this team, or like, check out our team's social, I'm telling you, it was like the social media Super Bowl. An endless amount of text about the schedule yesterday, which NFL does an amazing job of making that a thing. But no, the answer is never quite off the clock, because when your people text you, you got to get back and sort of continue the conversation,
Yeah, hey, now that I know that's a backpack, is that one of those coolers? You squeeze a 30-pack in there so you don't have to buy it from the
Those are
course?
the best. That's a smart idea, by the way, because unless there's somebody driving around on that course, you ain't going to get another beer for 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Found that out at Steve's course. That was tough.
I would say there's a good beer delivery situation on this course. So here's what we're doing. We're playing a very serious 9 holes. This will be our 27th of the day. And then the last 9 of the day will be alternate shot, and then we can start drinking.
This guy's playing 36.
Holy fuck, are you trying to make the tour, dude? What? You and Hacker out there just trying to...
The way I played today, I will probably not make the tour. But my partner picked me up.
Hey, you talked to...
I'm trying to play in Tahoe like you, Pat.
I can't believe I was invited, honestly. I'm only playing in the net until I get out there. I've heard that's not a good idea by a very good golfer. And we don't want to hold you up before your 72nd hole here at Kiawah Island while everybody else is
we got a little
working.
Yeah.
Whenever you say it's a social media Super Bowl last night, it feels like it's been that for the last couple of years. Does the NFL let everybody know that? As more people are investing in their content team and their digital media and their social media, has this just naturally become something, or does the NFL say, hey, let's soup up the schedule release because it's pretty monotonous, pretty boring, nobody actually cares. Couple things to look for: when's the bye week, when's the divisional games, like there's some things, but let's make this a thing. Is that officially announced, or you think that's kind of the initiative of the digital media teams?
Well, I think there's 2 things going on. Like, I was not surprised, but I was actually like legitimately really interested in how the NFL handled the schedule this year. Because, like, you know, reporters want to break everything, right? So it's always a race to see who can get what games. Well, every day this week, the NFL leaked a game. They announced it on the Today Show. It was so, like, they basically said, instead of you guys leaking, we're just going to leak. And they dropped a little schedule news every day, and it actually built up, like, interest into something that is not always very interesting, frankly. And then the social media teams, like, and there's a couple, like, really funny, proactive ones, like, know, Panthers, Chargers, a couple of those. And then everyone saw, you know, when you see the reaction you get, it's like, well, we better step up our stuff, too. And teams legitimately invest in these positions now, and it only helps them because they show the personality of the players, they show how creative they are, and it's just kind of fun.
Yeah, it's good for business. It's a chess move as opposed to a checkers move. You know, it's like, hey, if we get people invested in our players, in our brand, it'll inevitably help with the overall success of our program. And I think the Chargers know in LA, like, they got to win, but also they need to become something that people enjoy. I love them.
Yeah.
I absolutely love what the Chargers have done.
And, like, it's kind of, like, we'll see what happens on the field, but it feels like their moment a little bit. You know, like, they got a great young quarterback. They got great uniforms. They got a coach that everybody, you know, last year was okay. I took some steps forward, but a coach that everyone likes and thinks is going to be really good. Good young team. I mean,
Khalil Mack, like J.C. Jackson.
They really went for it this offseason. Like, it feels like this will be the Chargers' kind of time and moment. So I think the social media team is trying to capitalize on it.
Well, hey, they won the schedule release.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time.
They won the schedule release by far. Carolina Panthers, I think, number 2 in my eyes. Carolina Panthers, number 2. A little nostalgia. You know, nice trip back in time there and what it was like back in the day before internet was on every single phone in everybody's pocket. It was nice. It was nice. The Cowboys, not bad with Stephen A. and Jerry. Thought that was good. Stephen A. is always going to cut a good promo. The Lions, not too shabby. The Packers did a thing.
Yeah, Golden Tee.
It was a good
Pretty
attempt.
redundant.
It was a good attempt. The Colts had Matty Ice as an ice sculptor. That was pretty good. The Broncos, Peyton Manning and Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, Peyton Manning, not bad. I think that was good.
Didn't see that one. I'll have to catch up a little bit. I've been busy, so I'll catch up a little bit.
This guy fucking stinks. Ty has a question for you. Is that okay, Ian?
What's up?
Yeah, go ahead, Ty. Jeez, yeah. All the time. All the time. I got 72 holes to play over the next 12 hours.
Rap sheet, from people that you talked to, were people kind of surprised at how strong the Thursday night football slate is, or was that kind of to be expected with how much money Amazon's putting up?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it was to be expected. We sort of noticed that too. I mean, there's going to be a lot of energy, I would say, into making Thursday really good. And, you know, it's ramped up the last couple of years. Like, when it used to be like people would sort of joke about how bad the Thursday games were, and then they got really, really good. And I think nobody jokes anymore. And this just takes it to like another level. Like, Amazon, you know, is putting a lot of money into it. It's going to be really good. Having a game on basically streaming only will be important, that it all works. So, like, they needed good games, and like I was struck by how good it was too. Like, I think Thursdays are gonna be awesome.
Are you doing anything with Amazon?
I, as of now, am not.
Oh.
I have no idea. I've always been a fan of their delivery service and their streaming service. If something happens in the future, I have no idea. But, you know, I like Amazon a lot.
Congratulations.
Baby rap sheet.
No.
Rap sheet.
Congratulations, rap sheet.
Baby rap sheet.
Hey, we had Herb Street on earlier. I didn't know this was going to be an Amazon show.
I wish. Are you?
Me.
Yeah.
There was reports about that, wasn't there?
I saw some of those reports.
Yeah.
Monster FedEx truck pulled up behind me.
As we're talking about Amazon, FedEx coming in, they're saying maybe we'll get some games or whatever. I'm not. I don't know if I want to. I don't know what I want to give away. What I don't want to give away right now.
No, you should definitely give it away. Actually, what you should do is when we're done, text me and then I'll tweet it from the.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah, jeez.
Gumpy, you have any questions for Ian?
That's a good plan.
No, that's what you do on this show. You always save breaking news for off the show. So if I was going to break news, I think the smart business would be at least to tell you to do it on here. I don't know why I would do it off. That'd be a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's an interesting situation, though. That is one of the most interesting situations I've ever been in, to be honest. Is it real? Is it not? I don't know. Go ahead, Gumpy.
Yeah, Rap Sheet, seeing as you work for NFL Network, who is replacing Kay Adams on Good Morning Football?
That was pretty moving today, I have to say. I love Kay. Like she will be missed. I'm curious to see where she lands. Yeah. I have texted her repeatedly, and she is not, which is a little offensive, but
probably boozed up.
Oh, they're celebrating.
Yeah, celebrate.
No, Ian's boozed up.
I don't know. I know it is. We're looking at a couple options. I know it sounds like some very good ones. I don't want to get in trouble by talking publicly about who they are.
Come on!
Text Pat, and then he'll text it. He'll tweet it.
All right. That's when I find out who's going to be the host, I will text you, and you can tweet it from the source.
All right, and I'll tweet out the wrong financials too, and then we can get into a full source off situation.
I mean, I think that's fine. I appreciated that. It's like you're talking about wrong financials. Like Brady's salary was leaked on his future Fox thing, and Fox came out and said the $37.5 million number is wrong. We're not going to tell you why or how or anything. It's just wrong.
What does that mean?
Okay.
What does that mean, Ian?
No idea. I think it means that he's making a bunch of money as an ambassador too, along with being a analyst, and that's kind of like part of it. But
that's a bundle package.
Like he's gonna. It's I mean,
So other analysts can't say I get 37.5 mil.
Yeah, they're saying that. So all the other pundits and stuff at Fox Sports are like, whoa. We're not. That's not what we're paying an analyst, right?
I actually, and sportscaster salaries are going crazy, which is great. Let's go. But I do think the comp is kind of like nobody wants to be like, all right, if you want to re-up Romo, you got to give him 40. Like none of the networks want to do that. Just 15 or 16.
That's awesome. Well, last question for me, speaking of money. It is alleged that Tepper's eyeing Sean Payton for the Carolina Panthers head coaching gig. Tepper, the wealthiest owner in the NFL. He is spending money, however, to get the team. You're going to make us better? Oh, I find out you're not going to make us better? I will get rid of you. I do not care how much guaranteed I got to pay you. We're in, we're out, we're moving. We're going to get a winner here in the Queen City. Is that real? Is that not real? Is that Sean Payton's people leaking that? How do you think that has come about?
So I was curious about the same thing. Made some calls on it. I haven't found any validity to it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just haven't confirmed it. It seems really far-fetched because if you're the Saints, Peyton's under contract. So when he coaches next, and I think he will coach next year, someone's going to have to give up a draft pick or more to the Saints. So why would they ever let the Panthers do that? I don't even. It's such a non-starter for me. You're going to want him out of the division, maybe out of the conference, something where you can't see him twice a year and make it,
Ian.
He's a very good coach, so I would imagine whichever team, So anyway, I do not foresee that, yes.
Ian, your guy, Joe Person, just tweeted that the Panthers eyeing Sean Payton report. Matt Rule said David Tepper called him to tell him the story was coming out and that there was nothing to it.
All right. I mean, that's good that he said that. Probably makes Rule feel maybe a little bit better, but I just the whole thing doesn't make any sense.
All right, you're losing service. You don't know nothing. All right, we'll move on. Ian, enjoy Kiowa Island. Enjoy the golf. If you see Boston Connor, maybe you guys should share a water together because I think, he's on the Rappaport mindset for the weekend. You're always on it. Let's go ahead and have a water.
I hope we meet together.
All right. Ian Rappaport.
Yeah, Rappy!
What a human.
Sounds like a fun trip.
What a job.
I'll say.
I don't want to play 36 holes, but
some people that love golf, they do that.
Oh yeah,
I've been invited on one of those
days
trips.
of that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I wake up at 6 a.m., play 36, go drive an hour, play 36 somewhere else. I'm like, geez, I don't think I have that.
I've been invited to one of those trips when I was younger. I left night one. I said, I'm not doing this for another 2 days. I'm so sorry. I'm very thankful and grateful for the opportunity to be here. This is not my speed. I'll see you guys on the other side of this marathon. There you're walking, because normally that involves walking some holes as well in that whole thing, to really get the golf experience. And hopefully I'll get the golf bug one day that I'll want to do that. But a trip to Scotland, I guess, is awesome. You're playing 4 or 5 courses right back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah, no matter where you go, though, 36 is so many. I can do 18 in the morning and then a fun 9 later, and I'm good. That 36 is unnecessary.
That's because you're a mushroom, man. You're a fun guy.
I guess.
Yeah, fun run, fun 9, fun guy.
I mean, that's Evan Fox.
Baby Fox.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm going to be hitting the course tomorrow. I'm going to be on course tomorrow. First time taking a swing from the net to the course. Excited to see if it worked.
Oh, it definitely is going to work. So Woodhead just got through one round of qualifying for the U.S. Open. I mean, so you're basically there.
No. Whoa. This is a 30-year project.
That's right.
Yeah. You're talking about Woodhead being ready right now. Once again, I have a lot of respect for Danny Woodhead.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he didn't grow up on a golf course. I might be wrong. I don't know. He's out there with these golfers. Waxing the goddamn course with him, AJ.
Yeah. He's doing great. He still has a few more rounds to get to the U.S. Open, but yeah, he's awesome.
Peak too
Romo's
early.
been trying to get in the Open for the last couple of years.
Well, Romo's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
His game hasn't gotten any better, has it?
Who, Ramos?
Yeah.
Has it? I don't know. I don't see him. Has it gotten better?
It's gotten better, yeah.
And when you have 6 whiskey sours before the turn,
20
it's tough
Coronas
to
every
really
round.
stay on your game.
Hard to get better.
That's why you create a little adversity. C3 balls.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't want to get too good too quick. You don't want to peak too early like you were talking about. I mean, that is something that Tony Romo thinks about every single day when he gets on that golf course.
Feel Good Friday. What are we doing here?
Yeah, why are we burying Romo, dude?
But he's a horse's ass. I could care less.
Wow.
I don't like Tony Romo.
Why do you say that?
What's that all about?
Well, I said something about him being shitty on one of the games this past year, and he was all boozed up during the game, and then he'd like to tweet, kind of just saying like, "Hey, you son of a bitch, I see you."
Oh, did he really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that happened.
So I actually gained a little respect for him when he did that, but then he was so goddamn bad the next week too. It was like, all right, well,
Did
Tony,
we cover this while it was happening live?
I believe so. Yes.
Wait. He liked a tweet of you burying him?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's
good for
got
him.
chip on his shoulder even in the booth. This guy, wait till I call this a perfect Super Bowl. This fucking guy doubted me. This guy doubted me. I didn't know this happened.
Hopefully, unleashing a little bit of the fire that's still within him.
So you've been blocked by Tony Romo or liked by Tony Romo, and who blocked you?
Billy Horschel.
Billy Horschel.
If I remember correctly, there was
You
like
are a
30.
menace on Twitter.
No, I'm not.
You hear me? An absolute menace. I thought the toxicity was something that flowed out of this guy's soul.
It does.
That guy, Boston Connor. I didn't know it was running through your Twitter fingers like this. You are a problem on these streets.
No, I'm still trying to figure out why Billy Horschel blocked me. I don't understand it.
Well, it sounds like Tony Romo knows why.
He didn't block me though. He just said, "Hey, I see you."
Did you like
I'm sure
at
he could
him?
check your
Yeah,
timeline.
I believe so. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah,
Actually, maybe not. I think he might have been searching his
He
name
was.
because I noticed. I went to his likes. He had liked several.
I wonder if Tony's like, let me get a sense on how people feel about me. Let me go ahead and search Tony. Oh no, Tony Rowe, no.
Tony Rowe, no.
Last time I searched this, everybody liked me. What the fuck happened? What took place? It was an interesting ride. I think Tony Romo's coming back next year his best yet. Don't you think, AJ?
Yeah, I think he's going to be okay.
I think so too. Or he's not, and the tide will continue to turn. There'll be more like tweets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get out of here. I got to get to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Here we go.
Congrats, man. Have fun.
Hey, can't wait to get to home of the baby Pens. It's going to be exciting out there. Call Smack Dahn. It's going to be a good show tonight, AJ.
I believe it. Any surprise guest that we need to know about? Is Ezekiel there?
Ooh. That'd be awesome. I don't know.
Butch.
Fingers crossed.
We found him.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Found that
Tomasino?
His name's Champa.
What's your problem?
What about
dude?
Theory?
Theory's on Raw.
Theory's on Raw.
Okay.
Just
Follow
worry
the
about
product.
Butch. Follow what Butch is doing, AJ.
Well, I don't know what's going on. This is something that does happen.
Butch is jacked up Goompy, right?
No, that's
No,
Ciampa.
that's Champa.
My bad. Everyone's the same. Everyone's running together now.
What's your problem? That's not the case at
No,
all.
I
What
can
was
compare
the- okay.
Butch and Ciampa, dude.
Dude, they
The
have.
Ezekiel and Elias situation has thrown me all off because I know Elias, right? The younger brother of Ezekiel. Is that correct?
No,
Right.
Elias'
That's
younger
what I'm saying.
brother.
They put my brain in the pretzel trying to figure all this out and keep the program straight in my head. So I'm
Hi.
just trying to get some clarity.
Hi, I'm Ezekiel. I'm Elias's younger brother.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's me, Ezekiel.
It's not Elias.
You're right.
Elias is way cooler.
Oh my God.
I miss him.
Ezekiel is super
He's the man.
Ezekiel's the man.
Another like tweet by
guys.
Tony Romo. Frank Maralda just did some research. It's from
So
Coach
many.
JB. Romo sounds like a high school announcer. Liked by Romo.
I'm scrolling through his likes.
So
He
am I.
does appear to, if you insult Tony or give him a good chirp, he does appear to go through. And
January
like
16th, he liked about 1,000 tweets that were just fucking torching him.
He must have had his worst game. He must have had a bad game. Oh, no, Joe!
I like to think that he was like, "Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. He got me pretty good."
I think
And
so,
then,
too.
you know,
He liked, like, he actually...
Yeah, like he actually enjoyed
Majority
it.
about his hair.
Because your like is, you know, like a commercial for your Twitter. Because when people go to your Twitter, the only thing they're going to see is your tweets, and then they'll be able to see media, and then they'll see what you like on Twitter. Let me learn a little bit about you. So it's almost like a commercial, the like tweets. And Tony's like, fucking everything that roasts me, please put it in here. We have found Ty's tweet amongst the other Tony. Can't wait to listen around for the next 3
No.
Can we find his Billy Horschel tweet too?
Yeah, well, that'll be
Good
next.
luck. Yeah.
That's a good gift.
I'm out of here. That's an incredible tweet.
Probably threatened Billy Horschel and then he deleted
I
it.
definitely did not threaten Billy Horschel. I think I said he maybe looked like a jackass because what he was wearing and his pace of play was incredibly slow.
Which, big time shots in the golf community.
Yeah.
Big time shots in the golf community. I'm going to get out of here. Do a giveaway when I get out of here, will you?
Yep,
Please,
you
guys?
got it.
Because the people deserve it after this week of bullshit we have put on today.
What?
Stewards of the game.
We are not. We
What?
are. It's become a problem. You know, all these people are taking vacations because they know they don't want to fucking step into a mic every day and talk about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And we just step into batter's box. I don't know if we need to step into every fucking batter's box anymore. Going forward, we'll do a lot of hindsight, scouting, everything, reporting this weekend. We will think about how we do a show better next week. Maybe no. We are the only doofuses going every day.
What's going on back there?
They found the Ty Billy Ho tweet.
Oh, no.
I didn't know we found it. Did we really?
It's good.
Run it.
It's pulling up right now.
I actually don't remember this.
I don't know what it is.
Tie 4 or 5 whiskeys deep. What are the odds Billy Horschel shitting down his leg and choking down the stretch today? Riggs, you got anything? 1-0 activity.
Before I worked here.
0 pop.
Yeah. Hey, I had to know.
Riggs, you're always around golf. Fucking tell me what Billy Horschel's going to do today to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's 5 years
That's
ago.
not that bad.
It's not. You added him so it showed up in his mentions.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want him to maybe weigh in on it too. If he would have said like, "Hey, I'm actually fucking striping my irons right now," I'd be like, "All right."
My favorite golfer.
Yeah.
Did Riggs didn't answer you?
No, probably not.
Was the quote tweet from Riggs? Then did that?
There's got to be plenty more out there for Ty.
Just
Like that.
What are the odds Billy Horschel's going to... How about him saying, I don't even remember this 5 years ago.
I would imagine Ty, you haven't gone after Bubba Watson at all?
No, he's a lefty, dude. Can't do that.
Okay.
He was also on those, the things that float.
Yeah, the hovercraft.
Pretty sweet.
He was on the show.
Yeah, friend of the program.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is before.
Yeah, right.
This was back a little loose cannon Ty.
Yeah.
Still are, by the way. I didn't know you used to tweet like that, though. Let's get back in the game. Let's start tweeting more. Let's go, Ty. Let's get back in the game,
What do you
Ty.
say?
Let's get some more likes from Romo. Some more blocks from golfers. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the other side of the weekend. Have a great weekend. Have the best weekend in your life. Do a giveaway, boys. I appreciate you all. AJ, great week, man. You're the best.
Great week by you. Good luck tonight. Should be fun.
Big thanks to Rap Sheet for joining us from the golf course while he's still sober before his 72nd hole. Kirk Herbstreit, can't thank him enough for joining us. Congrats to him on doing Thursday Night Football with Amazon. And boys, you had a great week. You all were the best. See you guys on Monday. The boys will take it home from here with a big giveaway on the other side. Cheers. Hey, we're up to something big. Hey, we're announcing something big, AJ. We are up to something. This is the coolest moment of the history of my existence. I think people are going to be startled. It's a joke, and I can't thank everybody enough, honestly. I'm up to something. It is a big time day. Let's go. Not only are we going back to Plum to do something cool, but today is the day that our heater horse has arrived for the Super Bowl. It's a pretty big deal. You know, whenever you get a chance to give back to where you're from, especially a place that helped create me and mold me, I'm very, very lucky to do it. I'm lucky to be from here, and it seems like the only smart thing to do would be give back. What's doing, Foxy? Stinks here, huh?
What's up, Kennywood, dude? Kennywood is named after Kenny's Woods. A man named Kenny owned the hill in the woody area. They turned it into an amusement park, which is a Yinzer staple. So Jeezy actually shouts out this area we're in currently. I think life can be much simpler whenever you just take care of your people, enjoy your life, and do your thing, and that's all we're trying to do.
You know, growing old, slowly dying. How about you? How's everybody?
I'm gonna give a full lead up to how I got to where I'm at. I think I'm very lucky to be from here. If you're a kid that has walked through these halls, you understand something that not a lot of people do. I think Plum is a much different place than everywhere else. And there's Nick up there. Go look at Nick, how pissed off he is.
This past summer, I was driving through here because I was here for an event, and Angelo Bolino, little blonde-haired kid, was kicking on the same field that I used to kick on as a child. And he had like 2 balls and a holder. And I was watching him kick, and then he would go shag for himself, and he would come back and kick. And the easy question is, if he had 10 balls, how much better could Angelo Bolino be? If I would have been able to have 10 balls, 15 balls, new cleats, new everything, chances to go to camps with my teammates and everything, what could have happened? So I said to myself, literally after meeting with Angelo, great season, by the way, dude. I said, if I ever get a chance, I'm going to try to take care of the potential humans and kids that were in my exact position in Plum. I'm going to give $200,000 to the Plum area soccer. I'm going to give $150,000 to the PMFA youth football. I'm going to give $100,000 to the baseball youth. I'm going to give $100,000 to the lacrosse. And then we're going to have $2 million in this fund that will just start. And hopefully it'll only go on from there.
Sweet stuff for sports. Just anything to make everybody's, the teams and the players' lives easier, better. Trying to streamline the entire process of taking care of the athletes at Plum High School is kind of what it's all about.
Hey, you too. Wow, dude, that was cool.
All right, Narati, like the Indy. You're going to have a lot of people that have never accomplished anything in their life tell you that what you're thinking about doing isn't possible. Just because they don't think they could accomplish it doesn't mean anything to you. Cheers, everybody. Hey, we're all Mustangs here. Let's go. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show. I'm H.A. Hawk, sitting in for Pat here as we wind up the last parts of this Feel Good Friday. Pat is off to Wilkes Bar, PA to commentate SmackDown night. Hopefully, is he stepping in the ring at all? Do we know?
Where's Wilkes Bar?
Wilkes Bar, I don't know where it is.
John Wilkes Booth's Bar in Washington, D.C.
Scranton, dude. It's home of The Office.
No, Scranton is Scranton right by Wilkes what?
Yeah, they are connected. Wilkes-Barre Scranton is basically the same fucking area.
Okay, great. Well, it's a great area then. Great spot. I've watched The Office many, many times, so I'm glad.
It's home of the baby.
Thank you guys for correcting me. What is it again? Say one more time.
Wilkes-Barre Scranton. It's home of the baby pens.
Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Okay, but before we go any further, we'll at the very end we will hit it again. But we need to come up with a giveaway and some kind of hashtag for it, right?
Yes, I believe we're still thinking about that hashtag. I think it should be hashtag PMS schedule release.
Yes.
And then we said you should let us know which game you're most looking forward to on the NFL schedule. Include your Cash App, your cash tag, and then we'll give away $500 to 10 winners. So use hashtag PMS schedule release. Tweet that out with your cash tag in it, and then either screenshot or tweet or type or whatever your favorite matchup that you're looking forward to this upcoming NFL season.
How do we pick winners from that?
Bruce always handles that, so
he's got a big randomizer.
Yeah, Bruce has an algorithm. Bruce has an algorithm.
Oh, good. Yeah, I mean, technology that you guys have here on this platform is pretty amazing. We might get to some callers. Actually, I wanted to get to one quickly. Nick, I don't know if you guys are available, if we're able to do this, but John in PA has an intriguing question. It looks like if John is there.
He's on.
John, what's on your mind, pal?
Fellas, how y'all doing?
Keep moving.
Yeah, I'm actually from the Wilkes-Barre area, so I'm going to SmackDown to go see the boys tonight.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Get on TV, man. Do something to get on TV.
Yeah, actually, we're going to be sitting about 8 rows back. Just want to give a shout-out to my wife because we're celebrating our 20th anniversary, so this is just a little pre-gift coming up.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, I just want to get Ty's thoughts on the Packers, because they're playing a game out in London, home to Jack the Ripper, and then the Packers being from Wisconsin, home to Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer, and I don't know, him being from Waterloo is just kind of a interesting correlation there, and do you have like a black cloud over you? Because it seems like the studio's been getting cursed lately.
I don't see any correlation. And
Ty, Ed Gein from Wisconsin also was he was the motivation behind Hannibal Lecter.
Leatherface as well. Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Also,
Yeah,
the fact that he left
skin.
Stephen Avery off that list,
Oh, yeah.
Wisconsin.
Is he Iowa, too?
Hey, he's from Wisconsin. Come on.
Do you remember the absolute? I mean,
he's from
Stephen Avery had
Manitowoc.
Manitowoc County.
Yeah.
He had.
I used to take my German Shepherd up in the lake there.
Oh,
You used to hang out with Stephen Avery?
Hold on.
What?
Did you help him?
No, Manitowoc is a beautiful beaches there, and
How'd
I used
you-
to take
how'd you
Carl,
get
my
the,
old German Shepherd, and
Zuzu
throw the ball
there?
out there.
Wasn't most of the show based on what happened on that beach?
I
think some of it, yeah.
Some of it at the start, I remember, if I remember correctly, when they falsely imprisoned Stephen Avery the first time, was along that beach.
Hey, you know what was weird? All that happened right before I got there, and then I got there and didn't really hear anything about it, and then the whole thing comes out, the whole Netflix deal, and then I'm like, geez, this is like 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. It's not far at all, and there's all kind of weird connections in that whole situation.
You realized you were going for lunch with Stephen Avery every day?
No. Did not happen, Goop. Goop, how you like sitting in there? How you like sitting in that seat for Connor?
All is well, my friend. It's good.
Goop, also, who lines your beard up? That is unbelievable lineup up top. Like, you can grow facial hair so high.
Yeah. If only I had some hair on my head, we'd be sitting pretty, AJ.
Your beard looks legit. I could never grow a beard ever. Ty, why don't you grow a beard, man?
Mine looks like shit. It just doesn't really come in full enough, so it's not worth it.
Okay. Well, what are you guys doing this weekend? I'd love to know what your plans may be. I know Diggs probably has tons of housework. He's going to be digging holes and building fences. He's like Joe, like Joe Suburban guy that's out there fixing his house up all weekend.
Yeah, last week I planted some grass and I built some new beds and
Planted
stuff.
some grass. Wait, sod, seed? What do you mean you planted grass?
Seed. Laid down some seed.
Better water that.
He's an absolute green thumb.
Put some erosion blankets down on the seed so it
Nice.
doesn't wash
Okay.
away, even though it hasn't rained one fucking ounce the entire week.
I don't want the deer. I don't want the animals.
I did some new beds, so this weekend I will be going to probably get a yard or two of mulch and maybe some rock and putting those down in the bed. So yeah, I'll get a little yard work done this weekend. What about it?
I'm just wondering, man. I know you post about it. It's inspiring stuff. Makes me want to get out there and pull some weeds and do some yard work.
During my last couple years of high school and first few years of college, I worked for a landscaping company. So it's one thing that I can do myself. So I like to do it.
He takes
myself.
pride in it.
I do take pride in it.
It looks good. It looks really good.
You're trying to win the best looking house in the neighborhood, aren't you? Don't they do that and they get a little sign up for the year?
If we had an HOA, I would partake in that. 'Cause people around us are very serious about their lawns and stuff like that. So I don't want to
Not
be
better
that
than yours.
guy. Huh?
Not better than your lawn.
Well, it's up there. I mean, it's up there. But so, yeah, those are my plans this weekend.
Sounds good. Hey, quick pivot, though. I just want to know. I didn't get to see the Sixers game. I see what Harden has like 11, 14 points, whatever it was, and he took 2 shots in the second half. What happened? How did that happen?
To be honest, I don't know. A lot of they're saying they were running him off the line. He was trying to make plays or whatever. But the Twitter universe had their fun last night because they say the Sixers got rid of Ben Simmons because last year in the playoffs he wouldn't shoot the ball. He was afraid to get fouled and go to the line, and then James Harden in the second half here takes 2 shots. So they were saying it was pretty ironic.
What's his contract situation like? Is he back there next year?
I don't know what it is.
So per Brian Windhorst, ESPN NBA
Windy.
insider,
Thank you, Windy.
he basically said that from what he's heard and around the NBA is that there's no way the Sixers are going to sign Harden to a max deal. So he may be on a new team next year.
He can opt in, though. I think it's his call. For $45 million, he can opt in for one more year.
Do you think he's really would want to do that in Philly?
45.
For
$45 million is a lot
he
of
would
money.
Well, where could he get somewhere else, though?
I don't
Probably
know,
not
man, because
45.
like people are saying that they don't want to pay Kyrie. Like, does anyone want to pay Harden?
I mean, especially after what happened in the playoffs, I would imagine you would be questioning that. But so he can opt in. And the Sixers just have to sign him. He has to be there for another year for $45 million guaranteed.
Yeah, it's his decision. It's his
That's
opt
awesome.
in.
Good for basketball.
Yeah.
Good for those players, man.
And those are all
That's a good
guaranteed,
deal.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, basketball is the best. Basketball guys get paid. Wasn't Keith Van Horn getting paid like 10 years after he was done playing?
Oh, yeah. Sure was.
Oh, has the stream been weird today? Does it like clip or do stuff?
I don't think
In
so.
the beginning it was, but we fixed it.
I watched some of Kirk. I saw towards the end of Kirk, and a couple of times it paused. I didn't know if it was me or what.
No, it was pausing. It might have been YouTube, but we did some stuff back here and it got better.
Is there a bug in the system?
It was a bug in the system, yeah, and we picked that bug out.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, I put command lag go away, and it went away.
Hi, baby Z.
Yeah.
I'll write that down.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend, Age?
Oh, tournaments. This time of year, especially now, like school's going to be done here in a couple of weeks. We have all kind of soccer tournaments, baseball tournaments, all that stuff. Same thing.
Are you coaching? Are you still coaching any of them?
Not right now. Not in this season. I am not a coach of anything. My basketball season was done. I'm not coaching my daughter's AAU squad. That's just finished up too. So I like coaching, man. It's fun, but it's a big commitment. You guys will see. I'm sure you guys will eventually get in there. If you have any of you coached, I know it might be creepy without any kids, but you guys ever coach?
Yeah, I did.
High school, I did.
You coached high school football?
Yeah, after I was done playing in college, I went back and coached the high school team.
I coached 3-year-olds.
What'd you coach?
3-year-olds.
What'd you coach them in?
It's like every sport. It was like everything.
Summer camp.
Wait,
Yeah.
were you like a Manny?
No, I helped run a park district for a little bit, and we would just have to have people like in the spots, and I was like, I'll do it.
I bet you were great with little kids.
Oh.
Z, I bet you were. I bet you were awesome.
It was a bunch of moms and just me, and we were just hanging out. I was a dad. I was literally
Target
a dad.
rich environment for Zeke, huh?
You can't stop me now.
Kai, what about you?
Coach?
Yeah, you ever coach anybody? I bet you'd be a great coach. You're super smart, analytical. You think things through. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I mean,
you'd be
help
level-headed. You wouldn't
coach.
freak out ever.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, help coach some baseball, some young kids and whatnot. I don't know. It's just at this point, like you said, it's just if you don't have any kids, what's the point? It's such a commitment.
Then it's like, yeah, what's wrong with this dude? Who's this perv that wants to coach all these little kids? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you could just ump instead.
Right. You get paid a lot more.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, umping is great.
Great money.
I would never. in a million
$100 an hour.
Oh, yeah.
$100 an hour.
Great money.
Yeah.
So
Excuse
easy.
me, Zeke?
Yeah, I used to pay my umps like $100 an hour, and that's
An
you're
hour.
basically
You
$300.
pay him per game, don't you?
You were the
Your
commissioner.
arms. What are you fucking Roger
Zeno went to
Goodell?
college for running for basically
Yeah.
parks and recreation.
Yeah, I ran a whole park district.
Did you really?
Yeah, softball leagues, baseball leagues.
Wait, where did you go to college?
Illinois State. Roll Birds.
Roll birds.
Roll birds.
And we still don't know your real name.
No.
either, do we?
Oh no,
Joe De Jesus Perez.
false.
I think I got an email from someone when we were trying to get our credentials, and it said something. It mentioned Zeet's name. I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And then, this guy took care of everything for us.
Hey, it's me. It's Jose. It's me, guys.
I didn't know, Zeet. I don't know, Nick. What do you, Nick? Nick's had like 15 house projects. I know on his agenda. He's been doing forever. Nick, what do you do this weekend?
This weekend, it's time, buddy. We're gonna open the pool.
Oh, hell yeah.
There we go.
Yes. So you get? Is it? What's the water temp?
I don't know, but we just got a new heater and it's waiting to get installed. So
85.
it'll be whatever the fuck I want it to be.
85, dude.
Good for you. Heat that sucker. Keep it open till January, man. You have to pay a ton of money, but you keep that thing like a hot tub when it comes to fall.
That's the plan.
That'll be awesome. Cost you $6 million a month probably to run that sucker.
Surprised you guys don't have one.
Pool?
Yeah.
And we've talked about it over and over again. Yeah, if we lived in a place where you could have it open year round, I think we definitely would. But right now, we have a pool we can go to pretty close, and I don't want to. The thing that I worry about is other people's kids coming and falling in my pool. That'd be the worst.
Well, just
thing
build Aaron's greenhouse like around your pool, so it is like an indoor-outdoor
Or just put a fence
situation.
around it, right?
We would, yeah. I mean, kids are sneaky. They can,
sneaky
or we could do it.
Build yourself a lifeguard stand and park your ass up there whenever anyone's outside.
That sounds like fun, right? Hey guys, every day we want people to swim. Can Dad sit out here and get sunburnt for 17 hours watching us? Hoping somebody doesn't fall in.
Put some zinc on your nose, dude. You'll be fine.
Dude, Lucas Lagoon will build you
that's the move.
Captured fucking thing
River
for
Rock
you.
from Tennessee imported.
Those people, when I watch that stuff, that makes me want to get. I'm like, oh man, we could have a grotto. We could have a lazy river. I could jump off. I can get I'll get them to build a zip line coming from the roof down into the deep end. I have a lot of good plans. I just don't think I'll ever do it.
Well, something to think about.
Yeah, something to think about.
Guys, hey, I'm not gonna can't do after hours today. It's little Axel's 5th birthday.
Happy
birthday, Ax.
Baby Axel.
Little Ax, we got him some donuts he had before school today. Got to go in there and see him, and he took some cookies into his class. But we're gonna go out there and celebrate
AJ,
that
before you end it, I just want to reiterate hashtag PMS schedule release. Make sure you incorporate your Cash App into the tweet.
Nailed it.
Thank you. And then let us know which matchup, which game on the NFL schedule you are looking to most this season, and we will give 10 people $500.
Great job, Diggs. Great job, everybody else. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully, I'm sure some stuff will happen over this weekend. Is there any chance there's any, I guess Debo, we could wait to see if any news happens from there. Are the rookie minicamps happening?
Yeah, the rookie minicamps are happening, but nothing's going to.
Maybe this Overreaction Monday, maybe some more, we'll look over some more of the social media schedule release videos they put. I still credit to all the people that put all the hard work into that and the effort and the time. Those people are very creative, very very smart, and they know what they're doing. So it's fun. I can't wait to see what they do in the future, but we're going to sign off here. Hammer Down will be 15 minutes after this. We will see you on Monday.